I am the author of the Tales of Aetheria book series and Adventures in Aetheria tabletop role-playing game for kids. And I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my first book in the series, which is called An Unexpected Quest. I was inspired to write Tales of Aetheria from my experience being a game master for tabletop games for my kids. We play a version of Dungeons and Dragons that's like way simplified down to a kid level because the kids that I play with are anywhere from age 3 to age 10. As a parent myself, a nerd mom, I looked and looked for children's books that I could read to my kids at bedtime to get them excited about playing tabletop role-playing games or just immersing themselves in fantasy worlds in general. And I found a few, but I really couldn't find exactly what I was looking for. And ultimately, that's what led me to write Tales of Aetheria, An Unexpected Quest, which is just the first book in a series that I'm putting together that is all set in this magical fantasy world that I created called Aetheria. The story of Tales of Aetheria, An Unexpected Quest follows two siblings who are stuck inside on a rainy day with their mom. Their mom brings out her old chest of things from when she used to play Dungeons and Dragons, and she creates this game for them called Adventures in Aetheria, where they get to play as characters. Their characters are Britt, an elf wizard, and Talon, a human fighter. And they are students in the Academy of Aetheria, where they're learning to be heroes. As beginning students, they get thrown into this unexpected quest by some circumstances that you'll find out when you read the book. I'm a mom, and I'm also a professional counselor by trade, so I made sure to put in some important lessons and important concepts into this book as well. It's not just about fun and fantasy, although that's definitely there. There are some concepts in the book that I think will make good talking points for families about friendship and teamwork and belonging and what it truly means to have courage and be brave. My vision for this project goes way beyond this one book. My hope is that this is a world that your family and your kids really enjoy coming back to, and they can read all of the books in the series. This book is a children's picture book, so it makes a great bedtime story. It has very engaging pictures for even the youngest of kids to enjoy, and it really sets up the world of Aetheria and an introduction to playing a tabletop role-playing game similar to like Dungeons and Dragons as a kid, which could be really fun. In addition to this book, there will be follow-up books in the series that explore other characters and other places within the world of Aetheria. And later this year, in winter of 2025, I'm going to be putting out my own tabletop role-playing game for kids. It's recommended for kids to play with their parents. The kids can be as young as 3 to as old as 103. Really, the big kids and us can come to play too. This tabletop role-playing game is also set in my homebrew world of Aetheria, and it ties in with the book and with the same characters. So the idea that I have for this whole project is that the book sets the stage and gives an introduction and gets kids excited about wanting to play together or wanting to know more about this fantasy world. And then when kids get old enough to play and roll some dice, that you can get the Adventures in Aetheria tabletop role-playing game, which I'll be putting out this winter of 2025, hopefully in time for Christmas. And you guys can go on your own adventures as a family or as friends. I made this book for families to enjoy together, and especially for those of us who are, I would call us nerd parents, and I mean that in the nicest way. It's a good club to be in. But those of us who are really into fantasy worlds like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, into playing tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons, this book is for us to share that magic and introduce that nerddom to our kids from an early age. This is a book you could start reading to your children as infants. and that will give them an introduction to this lovely fantasy world and show them what it can be like to play a tabletop role-playing game as a family and get to experience that creativity and magic of being in character and being immersed in a fantasy world. I chose to launch this book first on Kickstarter so that I can put out a really great quality product. So for Tales of Aetheria and Unexpected Quest, I really wanted to make a beautiful hardcover book that would be wonderful for your family to enjoy over the years, that would stand up to lots of loving on by little hands. It's going to be a large book, a 10 by 10 hardcover book that really can show off the beautiful illustrations and the wonderful story that my illustrator, the Drawing Bard, and I have created. I'm super excited to show it to you guys. So this Kickstarter is going to fund the first bulk print run of Tales of Aetheria and Unexpected Quest in the large hardcover 10 by 10 format, and also the deluxe limited edition 10 by 10 hardcover format, which will all be embellished with some foiling and all hand signed by me. Don't forget to check the reward tiers to see if you want some extra things in your package. We put in some fun goodies with these that are exclusive to the Kickstarter, so you can get them first here. Some of the fun things that you can get include a character sheet, a coloring book, and a sticker pack. So you guys enjoy. I hope you really like the book. Whether you're getting the deluxe copy, the standard copy, or the ebook, I really hope it's a book that you and your family can enjoy and that you can be inspired by for years. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I love the tabletop role-playing community and the nerd community so much. I really hope you guys enjoy Tales of Aetheria and Unexpected Quest, the first book in the series. And please, please follow and keep your eye out for the companion tabletop role-playing game that's going to be coming out this winter, Adventures in Aetheria. So you can take your own family of kids along and go on an adventure of your own at your game table. Thank you guys. Bye.
I'm just glad we're all here. I legit had
Hey
nightmares last
everybody,
night.
welcome to Tabletop Misfits charity event for 2025. Um, Today, this is incredible. This cast has been working so hard on this for the last, I don't know, two weeks. And when I talk about like working hard, we've been doing hours of prep to make sure that things like the overlays and the tokens and the music and all that fun stuff is being taken care of. We wanted to be natural, so we're all in our natural habitats. No green screens. We're having a good time, and this is all. Before we go any farther, this is all thanks to Nicole, our game master mom, for bringing such a cool opportunity for not only us but for children in the near future. So I'm going to pass that off to her, and she's going to talk about the charity and her upcoming Kickstarter, and then we'll give some explanation on how today's going to work. So off to you.
All
That way.
right. Thanks, James. Yeah, hey guys, it's Nicole, Game Master Mom, coming at you from my new office with my new signage, which I'm super proud of. Yeah, so today, most importantly, what we're doing is we're trying to raise money for a great foundation, the Critical Role Foundation. So I just want to say a little bit about them and the different charities that they're currently donating to. A lot of them actually do directly impact kids. And so there's one called 826 LA, which is about after school programs for kids and encouraging creativity and helping them out with tutoring. Red Nose Day is another one, which you're probably familiar with from like Walgreens and stuff, that's working to eradicate childhood poverty. The Pavlov Foundation, which is offering grants to scientists who are working to end childhood cancer. And they also do some cute photography classes for kids currently battling cancer. The Outright Action International charity, which works to protect the rights of the LGBTQIA+ community worldwide. The First Nations Development Institute, which improves economic conditions for Native Americans. And lastly, I'm probably going to say this wrong, so sorry, Shanti Bhavan, which is a school in India for low SES children that's trying to break the generational cycle of poverty through academics. So those are, I think they rotate through their charities every once in a while, but currently those are the people that you'll be supporting if you're making donations through this to the Critical Role Foundation today. Apart from that, I should probably talk a little bit about the Kickstarter. Tales of Aetheria, An Unexpected Quest. My first book in the Tales of Aetheria series is available now for one more week. The campaign on Kickstarter closes on May 31st. So make sure you guys go get your copy and any of the other awesome Kickstarter goodies that you want to get. Those will be mailing out probably in the next 2 to 3 months. You'll get your rewards that you pledge for, so you're not gonna have to wait a whole long time, which is exciting. And you will be the first people to get that early copy of the first book so that you can learn more about this awesome world of Aetheria that all of us created. I mean, mostly me, but everybody here at the table has had a part in it as well. And
how long
yeah,
did it take you to fund? How long did it take your Kickstarter to fund?
9 hours.
9 hours.
Yeah, 9 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. We got really close in the first 3 hours, like super, super close. We're at like 90% in the first 3 hours, and then it kind of like took a little bit longer to get all the way to 100. But overall, I've been
impressive.
Super excited and impressed with how people have received it, and I'm just so stoked to introduce families everywhere to Aetheria. It's exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we go around and talk about each of our characters and who everybody is, just going to give you some breakdowns on how today's show is going to work. I say tonight because every one of my shows is at night, so this is going to be a thing all the entire show.
It's
So
night
how
some.
it's night somewhere. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So how this is going to work is there are two ways that you can affect the story of our students. One is any donation from $5 up to, as soon as my thing spins, $25. You can actually give one of the players either a bless type feel or they have an advantage. But there's more. If we hit certain goal numbers, the charity chest will drop and the players will get an item. So we have charity numbers starting at $100, $250, $500, $750, and the max, of course, is $1,000. Anything past $1,000, just to make sure that everybody is aware, 100% of what we are doing today is going to the Critical Role Foundation. None of this will be taken for Tabletop Misfits or any of the other cast here. So, and like if you look at the bottom, you can see how much each one of those blessings can go for. And on the other side, that will change as our goals are met. So let us go a quick round to make sure everybody tells us who they are, how you can find them, and who they're playing today. Woo-wee! This is fun. And we're
Tonight
gonna
somewhere.
exactly, like I said, it's gonna happen all day. We're gonna start with the top left on screen, which is Allison.
Hello, I am Allison. I am one half of the Kids Table D&D. We have an actual play with kids at the table. The campaign is currently in its second season on YouTube. We also produce a lot of resources to help families start playing D&D at home with kids as young as age 3. So this is perfect. We love Nicole. We love Game Master Mom, and I'm so excited to be here today. And today I am playing Denna. She is a forest gnome and she is a fighter cavalier. And her mount is a corgi. So I'm very excited to get into her character.
All right, and under her, Brian.
I'm Brian of Play RPG and RPG and Company. Wow, that's half of my channel names are RPG and Co, and the other are Play RPG and Co. So check them both out. You'll find me somewhere. But I do a lot of branding and brand strategy work within the community. I helped Nicole out on her brand. Done a bunch of work for Critical Role. I have a Thursday night talk show called Lawfully Chaotic with my partner Jason from TTRPG Academy. And we just talk about game stuff. Thank you. And yeah, just always love to talk anything and everything gaming. I will be playing Damakin, who is a tiefling rogue wizard with a little mischievous bent to his personality.
All right, and we're gonna go top right, Nicole.
All right. Most of you guys know me, but yeah, I'm Nicole, also known as Game Master Mom. I created this world of Aetheria, and I am playing as Britt today. Yes, Britt from the book. Britt is a high elf wizard, and she specializes in evocation and specifically fire magic. And she is my daughter's character. I have a 5-year-old daughter who, when we play our homebrew game, our campaign that, really started all of Aetheria, she plays as Britt. So I'm going to be trying to channel my daughter a little bit today and do her character justice.
Ooh. And Trevor.
Excellent. I guess that leaves me, Trevor. I am Death Rolls Dice on Instagram. That's about all that you can find me at. I helped Nicole with the book, and here I am. I'm going to be playing Azario, and he's a half-elf bard. So I'm looking forward to this. It's first time for me, and I hope we have a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And I am, of course, Tabletop Misfits. We're not going to go into all what I do because it's just a lot. But today I am Professor Silverleaf, the professor of mission studies. which is done at the Heroes Academy. But we're going to go right into that here in a second. So, for those that have never heard of Aetheria, Aetheria is a world where magic and mystery and stories can be told. It is kid friendly, and we will be keeping this at a PG level. So if your little ones do want to watch with you, they're more than happy to. If anybody does say anything that is not PG level, they will take a penalty to their attack, to their roll. So thanks to our wonderful
Looking at Brian,
tiefling,
but
he came up with the idea.
I will do my best. I will not be hitting anything because everything will be at disadvantage the entire show.
Nice.
But yeah, so as I said, Aetheria is the world that Game Master Mom has created, and it is so awesome to be able to tell this story within it. We are going to be entering into the Heroes Academy. The Heroes Academy is a place where children are able to go to become the heroes that they believe they need to be. And our heroes tonight are third-year students. So they've been in the academy for a few years now, and this is their first time they'll be going into what is called a small group study. So there are 3 professors running around the Heroes Academy. Each one has taken on a group of about 4 to 6 people. And this is why you don't see Talon. Talon is off with Professor Copperton, along with a few other heroes. And Britt was split because they felt that they too needed to have some experience without each other. So Britt is joining us with Denna, Daniken, and Azardo. As you walk into this much smaller room within the Heroes Academy, you find what looks almost like training dummies on the far corners. A disheveled professor shuffling through books at the moment. You can see a set of wrapped ram horns kind of wrapping out of the top of his head. Red-faced, thin, pointed jawline, but you can't see the jawline, of course, because there's a massive beard underneath it that's just so bushy and curled. Strangely enough, he wears what looks like a tiara, but it's the shape of a silver leaf. He is, and this is your professor for the evening, for the day. Woo-wee! We're gonna get this. I promise I'm gonna get this. So the professor greets you all as you walk in. Hello and welcome to Missions 101. This is your first year where you'll be able to leave the academy grounds and start to help the people of Aetheria. Before we do this, though, I need to make sure that you truly are ready to be heroes. So one by one, I'm going to ask you what being a hero means to you. And he looks around, and I want everybody to roll me an initiative roll. And that's how we're going to get this.
All right, let's get this started.
All right. Oh, damn.
Oh no.
For those that are in the class, or in the Twitch channel, you should be able to do it on the front of the channel, but there should also be a link inside the actual chat that you should be able to find. I'm looking through a different form. If any of our players that are in the channel right now can say where that's at to do the charity, that would be wonderful.
Nice.
Did anybody see it while we're waiting on our exit?
Nope, I missed that. You're trying to put up something?
No, so we're trying to find where they go to add to the charity.
There's a purple button.
Okay.
There's a purple button underneath the screen with us, the bottom right of the screen, that says donate to charity.
Yes. So, and that goes straight to the charity. I don't even have to touch the money. It's great.
Nice.
All right, let's see what our players rolled today. So, what did we get?
I got a 16.
I got a 19.
Read. What'd you get, Azario?
Wow. Oh, sorry. I got an 18.
So, do I want to be mean or do I want to be nice?
Decisions.
Well, as a professor, of course, you want to be somewhat nice. We're gonna go from top to bottom. So, our 19. So he looks
right.
over at Britt, and he says, "I've seen you around the school quite a bit, and I feel you would probably be at least somewhat understanding of what it means to be a hero. Tell us, what is your meaning of being a hero?"
Wow. I do have some experience with kind of being a hero, so thank you. I think being a hero means that you are brave. You have to be brave to be a hero, and that you are strong, but also smart. And sometimes being strong isn't everything. Sometimes using your brain is a good way to solve problems and get out of sticky situations. So that's what I'll tell you all. Be brave, be strong, and be smart, and you can be a hero.
That's
Oh.
very good wisdom. Like you. Somebody who's ready to get out in the front, it seems.
I'm ready. Let's go.
And he looks at Daniken. A little bit more mischievous look on his face, it seems, than he would expect.
Well, I think being a hero, it's going on dangerous missions, and it's fighting monsters and dragons and such, and also helping people. I mean, heroes always help people, but it's being brave and defeating your enemies. That's it.
Being two different versions of a hero. I guess we'll figure out which one is really once we finish our lesson today. He looks over at Azario.
Oh. I haven't really thought about it before, but I suppose maybe being a hero would be helping people. And as a bard, I would love to have people sing about me. So being a hero would be really great to have a legendary monochrome or what's the word? I don't even remember. Oh, I'm so nervous.
It's all right. It's all right.
Mhm.
And did you bring your puppy with you?
My puppy? She's not a puppy. She's my mount. She helps me like get places super fast, and she's really fluffy too.
Ah. And what does it mean to be a hero to you?
You ride a dog.
Well, like, I don't know what Britt was saying about wisdom. I don't think you need wisdom to be a hero. I think you got to do really cool stuff. Like sometimes when I'm riding Bix, I jump off her and I try to do like somersault in the air and land in like 3-point landing, and it's super cool. And that's the kind of stuff that heroes do.
Ooh.
It is cool.
That's
Seems to
totally
be
heroic.
excited to start, at least. Well, we don't want to throw you completely into, oh my goodness, 58 on a raid today? Woo! Let's say
Wow.
hello to them. Thank you, Lord Gazumba, for the raid. Yeah. So
Welcome.
as you he pulls out some flashcards. Says, on your journey today, you will potentially encounter 4 different adversaries. Now, we have been trained to defeat all of these, but my curiosity is, do you know what they are? And he pulls out a small flashcard, green faced, pointed ears, kind of this almost Santa Claus looking hat without the ball on the edge of it. And he says, "This is a goblin. Do you know what a goblin is?" You're welcome to raise your hand.
Isn't that something you drink out of?
That's a goblet.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Dinner. This is a goblin.
I know what a goblin is because last week when I didn't turn in that assignment, it's because the goblins stole my assignment, my homework. They took it.
They are sneaky buggers.
Yes.
But that is true. Goblins like to steal. At least that's what we're told. Flips to a second one. This is a small lizard-like creature standing on two legs, very simply clothed. Has a nice little spear in his hand, a little stick in his hand, and he says, "This is a kobold. Does anybody know what a kobold is?" Denikin?
Yeah, kobolds are like little dragon men, and they're really shifty and sneaky, and they always try to get a better deal for you for stuff. And
You have been studying.
They're a bit smelly too.
At least we know that you're keeping up with your studies.
Okay.
This flips to another page. This is a kind of very large, round-faced, dopey-looking creature. Has a large stick in one hand, and he goes, "This is a troll. Does anybody know what a troll is?" Those are large creatures that, for the most part, kind of stick to caves and
I like caves.
swamps. And finally, now I don't believe we'll see one today, but there is possibility. And he flips to a large lizard with giant wings and the fire coming out of their mouth. He says, "This is a dragon."
Oh, I know.
Does anybody know?
Are we going to see a dragon?
I have a friend that's a dragon.
You're friends to a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if all dragons are friendly. What can you tell us about a dragon, Britt?
But they're so big, and the one that I know has a lot of treasure, and he's kind of grumpy, but he can be nice too. You just have to know how to talk to him.
I heard that dragons also are really good with magic.
I'm pretty good with magic too.
Me too. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Britt, you know a dragon? That sounds super scary.
Nah.
You're really brave.
Oh, thanks.
I heard they're really scary. Yeah, I think you're brave.
Nah.
Well,
could you introduce us to him sometime?
I don't know. He's not real big on new people.
I have a question, Professor.
Sure.
Are dragons good or are dragons bad?
Well, I think that just depends on the dragon. Dragons do like to gather large amounts of something. But in my travels, I've seen dragons that collect things like gold I've also, though, I've found dragons that collect things like books, and each one has their own personality and code, much like people. So we don't really complain. We don't really see the dragons as good or evil anymore. Though for many, many years we thought dragons were nothing but evil.
Hmm.
Complicated.
Very. And dragons are old creatures, much older than anything we've ever seen. So
How
they're,
old are they?
oh, I mean, if you find a really old dragon, we're talking hundreds, hundreds of years old. How old are you, Danica?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I'm 10 years old.
So some
So I've
dragons
got
we've
lots of
found,
experience. Yeah,
yes.
very
So we'll
experienced.
say add 2 more zeros to that. A dragon can get to be that.
Oh my god, that's really
Wow.
old.
Very old.
Oh,
And much of them would rather just be left alone than to bother others. Because I guess when you're that old, if you think about your grandpa, he doesn't always like to be, you know,
yeah,
bothered.
my grandpa takes naps a lot. He's always sleeping.
Well, I'm sure they do too.
Yeah.
But when's the last time you woke up your grandpa?
Oh, he was not very happy about it.
So let's increase your grandpa's size to the size of a small house.
My grandpa's pretty big.
Professor completely loses composure at that point. Nobody wants to say that. That's very, very nice.
Oh,
But
well, I mean, he's a big fella. Maybe not as big as a dragon.
I hope not. We want to at least be able to fit through the door. For some reason, Nightbot's acting up on the fundraiser. So I'm going to. So the second one that comes out from Stream Elements is the one that you're actually going to want to click. So, or the one that you're seeing specifically the one that you're seeing inside of Twitch. And that'll be for the Critical Role Foundation. And like I said, as we start seeing numbers coming into the Critical Role Foundation chat room, we see the bar, and that will give us opportunities for our players to gather things. Okay. I will say if that's the case, we'll just add to it. I mean, if people are doing it directly and we're having issues with that, we'll get people as need be. So before we journey off, our first person that's going to get a D10 added to one roll that they'd like to, and you do need to remember this because I will not, is this is going to be Danikin will be our first.
Yeah, right.
All right, Dan.
Nice.
Do any of you have any other questions before we begin our mission today?
Have you ever met any of these creatures before?
Well, I've definitely had my share of goblins. Normally, they just like to steal things. But normally they're being enticed to do so. But they steal random things. You know, one day I lost a shoe, and I'm guessing a goblin took that. And there was a button on my pants that they decided that was a good thing to take. My grandma's favorite shovel, they took that. Just strange things that they take.
How
I
did
think
you
they
keep your
just like to
pants
collect
off?
things. It was. I found belts are very helpful for that.
Oh,
But you have to tighten it a little bit more when you have no button to hold it on.
Maybe, Professor, maybe we could find the goblin what stole your shoe and get back for you.
Well, I would appreciate that.
is that our quest?
Well,
To find the one shoe goblin.
we'll find out. We're going to head to a small town of Therian.
Okay.
And from there, we will speak to some of the villagers and find out why they've called the Heroes Academy to investigate something.
Let's get going.
At that point, he pulls away a sheet off of a large dresser. He says, "We don't travel by horse or by corgi or by griffin. We travel by porthole. And this is the easiest one and the most secure that we've been able to discover." And he opens up the doorway, and you can see a shimmering backing inside of this large closet. And he says, "We'll step through. I'll make sure that the direction is proper, and we'll be in Fairy in about 3 seconds."
Ooh.
That's fast.
That's quick.
Quite fast. I will say though,
All right.
for those first timers, make sure you hold on to your stomachs.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right, who goes first?
And you just run in.
And Britt
Oh.
runs in.
Okay. So as you run through this portal, I am going to have you do a Constitution saving throw for me to see if you actually do make it without.
Wow,
too
she's
much.
so brave.
And the professor will wait until all 4 of you go through.
That's a nat 1 for Britt.
Oh no. Oh no. Denna is gonna have to have Bix, the corgi, go in front of her and then kind of shove on her rear to get the fluff to squish in through the portal like Winnie the Pooh style.
And then as
Yeah.
you see Bix disappear, then Dana goes through.
Yep.
And Danikin's already ran through, I'm guessing, too.
Yeah, I'm going.
And are you going to go?
Are you sure about this?
Would you like some help?
Please.
And he holds his hand out. The 2 of them will walk through the portal together as the last people within the academy. And you enter us into a small village. As you walk through, you notice Britt already kind of face planted on the ground, knees over, holding her stomach. And
Denna goes over to hold back her hair and pats her on the back.
Thank you.
Oh,
That one did a number on my stomach. It was fun
Yeah.
though.
so good.
Like a big roller coaster.
pretty much is what that felt like, as you're falling down going up, and then immediate that drop is how you felt as you go through the portal. At this moment, I am going to ask the chat if we're having problems with the charity, please let us know. This is the main focus of what today's show is about, and we want to make sure that we're giving back the full amount, and we're also getting our players their rewards for what we're donating. So I don't know why we're still at $1. So we'll see, but one person did donate $20, which we gave away already. So
Nice.
Thank you.
all right, and we are $80.
Yeah, thank you.
We are $20 closer to our party getting their first item. You enter the small village of Farian. You can see wooden houses with thatched roofs. You see people walking around, a handful, as you start to notice they're all looking for something. And he walks over to one of them, and the professor does, and he says, "So, we've been called here to help out with a small problem you're having here in the village. Would you like to give us somewhat of an understanding of what is happening?" And this gentleman, he's got curly red hair, kind of a simple jacket and pants on. He goes, "Well, I'll tell you, I can't find my shovel. My wife said the basket's missing. The kids are saying their toys are gone. And now we've got to find all these things. And this is happening all over the village."
The professor lost a button on his pants.
I did. And when I did that, I found out the goblins were afoot. So maybe our young adventurers can find out where your missing items are going. Well,
Yes,
that would
we
be
can.
great. We really would appreciate that. And, we figured that what a useful opportunity for young adventurers to come and help us. That's what we're here for. At this
Jamigan
point,
takes out a little notepad and writes down, seemingly stealing lots of buttons.
At this point, you can walk around the village. You can ask questions to the villagers. You can do your own sorts of investigations. Kind of leaves it up to you as to finding out maybe what has been stolen or what might be afoot here. And the professor goes, "I'll be keeping an eye on you all as you progress through this investigation. But at this point, I am hands off on what is happening."
Ooh.
I want to look around for any shifty children that maybe look like they took stuff.
All right. Give me a perception check. DC 12.
Pass. 17.
Okay.
Oh, 16. Sorry.
As you look around, you do see small footprints, but there's only noticed that it seems that there's only 4 toe marks, not 5. And you can see those kind of heading to the back doorway of one of the houses, inside of the grass, inside of the dirt, as it's walking. And you start to notice with that 17 that there's multiple areas where this is happening. Dungeon Samster, your donation goes to Brit. So you also have a D10 for one of your rolls.
Woo! Yay, Dungeon Samster!
Nice.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Sam.
I'll point out the footprints to the rest of the team, and I'll say maybe we should find out if somebody's missing a toe.
Oh, they could be stealing toes and buttons.
They took the toes?
Plot thickens.
Such a strange thief, stealing toes. What do you even need toes for?
Well, I guess if you've only got 4 toes, probably you want the 5th one, yeah?
That's a good point.
And maybe they need the buttons to button the toe onto their foot. I've solved a mystery.
I
That
don't know
makes
about
a
that
lot
one.
of sense. No, I think that's right. I think that's right.
You are wise.
You see the professor sitting in on a bench kind of to the side of one of the houses. Are you going to go try to convince him that you have solved the mystery, Daniken?
No, I'm not there sure yet. I'm still collating information.
Is there anything the rest of you would like to do to gather information?
While you guys are kind of doing what you're doing, Britt is looking at her spell book and kind of starting to chant a ritual spell, and she's just using this time to ritually cast Find Familiar, so she can bring her little familiar friend around.
So
Just kind of there,
for
like,
the way this looks, because I love how to flavor spells, what does your ritual look like as everybody else is wandering around?
so I'm kind of like holding the spell book and like very slowly spinning in circles while I chant this like weird elven language.
Okay.
Oh. I could actually do that too. I have a little friend too. Is it okay if I bring him along?
More friends is always better.
All right, so I'll also start ritually casting Find Familiar.
Okay.
And for me, it's like a small brass bowl, and I sprinkle some incense in there. I try to make it look very like, an overproduction kind of, if you will. Really, it's just some incense, and I start chanting in infernal, and throw in a little smoke powder, and it does that. And then when the smoke clears, there's a little weasel in the bowl, little black
Okay.
weasel.
What's your weasel's name?
Nice.
Oh, this is Will Weasel.
Will Weasel.
Well, we call him Will.
Aetheria, do you have a pet too?
I have no pets, but I did have
You
a
want a
question for
pet?
you. No, I'm not very good at taking care of them.
Oh, okay.
But your dog there, is it good at tracking?
Yeah, I forgot. She has a really big nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
Bix,
idea.
would you please follow these tracks, sniff along these tracks, and show us where they go?
You'll get so because of it being I believe they have advantage automatically, so you'll do
Yeah.
perception with advantage.
Sweet.
Or no, survival with advantage. Sorry.
Survival, not perception.
Survival would be for tracking.
Okay, she doesn't get advantage on survival.
We're going to give you advantage on that one because that's a puppy.
Oh, okay, great. Survival is it's been a long time since I rolled that. Wisdom. 8.
With advantage.
Yep.
You
Maybe
notice
the corgi's
that
not very smart either.
Bix is
Either.
caught the smell of something else.
Oh no, here we go. First argument.
Oh, she found a pie.
You look over
Mm.
and on the back window of one of the houses there is a fresh apple pie sitting out, and Bix is just looking straight up, tongue out, completely just eyes focused on when that pie is going to drop from the window.
Oh no, Bix, don't eat it. Not again. She's like trying to pull Bix back, but Bix is bigger than her, so she's not like actually having any effect.
The period echo, I think, is coming from Allison when she doesn't mute because you don't have headphones.
Oh, okay. I can
So
get
it's
headphones.
picking up. We can do that on the break.
Okay.
So, is there
Alright.
anything that Britt or Azario would like to do? Britt, what is the familiar that you have?
Oh, thanks for
created?
asking.
Actually, yeah, let me check my stats. Oh my God.
This is my rainbow weasel. Her name is Pocket, and she likes to ride on my shoulder.
You've got a weasel also?
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Weasel friend.
2 weasels.
Two
And what would you
weasels.
like to do to try to solve a piece of this puzzle, Britt?
Okay, so these footprints that have 4 toes are leading up to a back door.
You're starting to notice them all around.
Oh, they're all around. Oh gosh.
Some look like they've gotten into gardens. Some looks like they're close to like side door, like to the houses. Others looks like they might be next to the stables. All sorts of these strange 4 toes just kind of scurrying around this in the dirt.
I want to smell them.
Okay.
Give me. Footprints.
All right. Give me a perception check. Are you doing it, or is the weasel doing it?
I'm doing it.
All right.
That is a 22.
22. So as you lean down close to the ground, you start to, and as you do, you notice something. You don't get to smell it, but there is this very yellow toenail stuck in the ground right next to your nose.
Oh, guys, look at that.
Oh,
I think it's a
gross.
toenail.
That's
I can't touch it.
disgusting.
Got it.
I'm not
I don't wanna
touching
look
it.
at
It's
it.
gross. Someone pick up the toenail.
You're gonna pick it up?
Yeah.
Oh, fine. All right. I'll do it. And I kind of like, yeah, it's a toenail, all right.
Gross.
I'll inspect it.
Definitely, it's definitely not human.
It's
You're gonna have-
definitely not human.
Ew. Well, I guess
Rosario, is there anything you would like to do while they are investigating the toenail?
Yeah, I think I would like to go ask somebody about the situation around here.
Okay.
Is there anyone
good idea.
right around me that I
A
can
very
go
smart thing to
take a
do.
Yeah.
You have both. I'll give you the option. You have both adults and children. Which would you rather ask?
Oh, I'm gonna go with an adult.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with an adult. Yeah.
The same one that the professor was talking to, or somebody else?
Somebody else.
Okay.
Somebody else. Somebody.
You've got people near. We'll give you 3 locations. You've got the house where the
Yeah.
pie's at. You've got the stables, and you've got a garden. Where would you like to head?
Oh, I'm going to the stables for sure.
All right. As you head to the
Yes.
stables, you see 2 large horses in there,
Yes.
and a man with like these very dirty overalls. And he looks over and he says, "Well, I haven't seen you here before."
Hi. Do you know anything about these goblins?
I don't know nothing about no goblins, but we've definitely been having some missing things.
Oh, because I heard goblins steal things, so I was thinking it was probably a goblin.
Well, that would
You
make
didn't see
sense.
anything?
Well, I didn't, but old Julia here, she lost her back horseshoe.
Ooh. Can I take a look at her horseshoe? Or her hoof, I guess? There's no
She,
horseshoe there now.
yeah. And he pulls up, like he just very gently pulls up the back leg, giving a brush to Julia so he doesn't get kicked. And see, it's just gone.
Definitely not there. When did she lose it, do you know?
Must have been last night or maybe the night before. She was not happy yesterday. We've started noticing her kind of like favoring that leg. And then when I looked this morning, we thought maybe we just ran her too hard. But I looked this morning and she didn't have a horseshoe. And then I
Interesting.
went to look to put a new horseshoe on, and my hammer was gone.
Your hammer was gone.
So now I have no horseshoe and I have no hammer.
Interesting. When's the last time you saw your hammer?
Yesterday.
So all this stuff happened last night or early this morning, you think, huh?
We've been seeing strange footprints all over the town.
Oh, is there any footprints nearby here I could look at?
He points over to the stable entrance, and you can see 2 sets of them, kind of on far edges.
Do I see any with just 1 or 4 toes?
They both
Or
have
are they
4
all the
toes.
same?
Actually, no. One has
they both
4
are. Okay.
toes, but it seems to be the other one is kind of like a boot.
Oh. Interesting.
I think these people really like feet.
All right. Can I pick one of the paths and just start following it around a bit? Like the
Sure.
footprint paths? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So as you walk out the stable and start following that footprint path, you notice it's heading towards the forest just outside of town.
All right. I'm going to go back to the professor then.
Okay. Professor's got a book out. He's just reading, just kind of keeping it, leaning up every once in a while. And as you slowly start to walk, he says, "Did you find something?"
Yeah, I did. I found some footprints, I guess. One was a footprint, one was a boot print. So I don't know if I just call it boot prints, but anyways, they're leading out of town here and they're going off into the forest.
Have you told your fellow heroes about this? Your party?
Nah.
Mike?
They're looking at that weird toenail.
You got the group of them sitting over here looking at this toenail, and he's walking over to the professor going, "I think I figured something out."
I don't know. I've never been on an adventure before, so should I go tell them? Is that part of it?
Part of this is making sure that you are all working together. Each one of you has their own skills, and it seems like maybe yours is understanding what is happening.
Okay. Well, I'll go tell them then, I suppose. And I'll walk over and go look at the toenail for a second with them. Just,
Hey, Azaria,
guys,
look,
if you're
found this toenail. Do you want to come look at it?
It's not human. That's all we've been able to determine.
But don't lick it. Danica already tried it.
It's
that's disgusting.
It tastes like, well, a toe and dirt.
Ew.
I'm gonna vomit.
All right,
again.
that's some great evidence, but perhaps we could follow the track somewhere and see if we could find who left them.
You found
That's
tracks?
a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you
I
tell
found
us
some
about
tracks
that?
at the stable.
Let's go look.
Yeah? Are
Yeah.
we a team now?
Yeah. Have you met my weasel?
We got assigned to this group,
No.
so yes.
Oh.
It's a team.
Not too sure how this teamwork thing works.
It's a team building event. We're all in it. You got to just go with it.
Well,
You and me and Dana and the dog and our 2 weasels.
Yeah. We're gonna find you a pet
Where
too,
did those
Azario.
weasels
Don't
come
you worry.
from?
There might be a mouse in the barn.
This is my familiar Pocket. And Pocket's kind of
Oh.
like looks up and waves.
I'm not familiar with Pocket.
We could summon them. They're magical.
Oh, you guys have magic?
Mhm.
I
Don't
should
you?
really start paying attention. I just been singing songs in my head all day.
Oh yeah, but your songs are magical. Your creativity is magic.
I am
Britt's
pretty
showing off a
magical.
little bit, so she summons her light cantrip and it's just kind of like, see what I can do?
That's incredible.
I guess
I'll write a
we'll-
song about it.
Oh, I
Vix
would love
finished the pie, so I think we can go to the barn now.
that. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, Bix is covered in pie from like eyebrows to nose, just completely covered in pie. For some reason, the woman of the house didn't notice.
They never do.
Will hops down and runs over to Dick and like jumps on his face and scoops up a little whipped cream and then runs back to my shoulder.
Go clean it up.
Nice.
All right, so as
The barn.
Bix kind of, you all head towards the stables. And from that point, why am I getting an echo?
I'm hearing it too.
Okay, it's coming from Brian.
Uh-oh.
I'm not hearing it.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Nope, we're good now.
It's from me. Okay.
All right. So maybe you'll have to be on mute when you're not. I don't know where it's coming from, but yeah, we're picking it up from you. Interesting.
Interesting. I didn't make any
Interesting.
changes. You still getting it?
Very interesting.
No. Ooh. Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe I'll just stop saying everything twice.
All right. Well, as you all venture off into the forest just outside of town, this is where we're going to take our first 10-minute break. So if you weren't here at the beginning, this is the opportunity for you to see a little bit about the Tales of Aetheria. And we'll be right back.
I'm Nicole Griffith, also known as Game Master Mom. I am the author of the Tales of Aetheria book series and Adventures in Aetheria tabletop role-playing game for kids, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my first book in the series, which is called An Unexpected Quest. I was inspired to write Tales of Aetheria from my experience being a game master for tabletop games for my kids. We play a version of Dungeons and Dragons that's like way simplified down to a kid level because the kids that I play with are anywhere from age 3 to age 10. As a parent myself, a nerd mom, I looked and looked for children's books that I could read to my kids at bedtime to get them excited about playing tabletop role-playing games or just immersing themselves in fantasy worlds in general. And I found a few, but I really couldn't find exactly what I was looking for. And ultimately, that's what led me to write Tales of Aetheria, An Unexpected Quest, which is just the first book in a series that I'm putting together that is all set in this magical fantasy world that I created called Aetheria. The story of Tales of Aetheria, An Unexpected Quest follows two siblings who are stuck inside on a rainy day with their mom. Their mom brings out her old chest of things from when she used to play Dungeons and Dragons, and she creates this game for them called Adventures in Aetheria, where they get to play as characters. Their characters are Brit, an elf wizard, and Talon, a human fighter. And they are students in the Academy of Aetheria, where they're learning to be heroes. As beginning students, they get thrown into this unexpected quest by some circumstances that you'll find out when you read the book. I'm a mom, and I'm also a professional counselor by trade, so I made sure to put in some important lessons and important concepts into this book as well. It's not just about fun and fantasy, although that's definitely there. There are some concepts in the book that I think will make good talking points for families about friendship and teamwork and belonging and what it truly means to have courage and be brave. My vision for this project goes way beyond this one book. My hope is that this is a world that your family and your kids really enjoy coming back to, and they can read all of the books in the series. This book is a children's picture book, so it makes a great bedtime story. It has very engaging pictures for even the youngest of kids to enjoy, and it really sets up the world of Aetheria and an introduction to playing a tabletop role-playing game similar to like Dungeons and Dragons as a kid, which could be really fun. In addition to this book, there will be follow-up books in the series that explore other characters and other places within the world of Aetheria. And later this year, in winter of 2025, I'm going to be putting out my own tabletop role-playing game for kids. It's recommended for kids to play with their parents. The kids can be as young as 3 to as old as 103. Really, the big kids and us can come to play too. This tabletop role-playing game is also set in my homebrew world of Aetheria, and it ties in with the book and with the same characters. So the idea that I have for this whole project is that the book sets the stage and gives an introduction and gets kids excited about wanting to play together or wanting to know more about this fantasy world. And then when kids get old enough to play and roll some dice, that you can get the Adventures in Aetheria tabletop role-playing game, which I'll be putting out this winter of 2025, hopefully in time for Christmas. And you guys can go on your own adventures as a family or as friends. I made this book for families to enjoy together, and especially for those of us who are, I would call us nerd parents, and I mean that in the nicest way. It's a good club to be in. But those of us who are really into fantasy worlds like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, into playing tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons, this book is for us to share that magic and introduce that nerddom to our kids from an early age. This is a book you could start reading to your children as infants, and that will give them an introduction to this lovely fantasy world and show them what it can be like to play a tabletop role-playing game as a family and get to experience that creativity and magic of being in character and being immersed in a fantasy world. I chose to launch this book first on Kickstarter so that I can put out a really great quality product. So for Tales of Aetheria and Unexpected Quest, I really wanted to make a beautiful hardcover book that would be wonderful for your family to enjoy over the years, that would stand up to lots of loving on by little hands. It's going to be a large book, a 10 by 10 hardcover book that really can show off the beautiful illustrations and the wonderful story that my illustrator, the Drawing Bard, and I have created. I'm super excited to show it to you guys. So this Kickstarter is going to fund the first bulk print run of Tales of Aetheria and Unexpected Quest in the large hardcover 10 by 10 format, and also the deluxe limited edition 10 by 10 hardcover format, which will all be embellished with some foiling and all hand signed by me. Don't forget to check the reward tiers to see if you want some extra things in your package. We put in some fun goodies with these that are exclusive to the Kickstarter, so you can get them first here. Some of the fun things that you can get include a character sheet, a coloring book, and a sticker pack. So you guys enjoy. I hope you really like the book. Whether you're getting the deluxe copy, the standard copy, or the ebook, I really hope it's a book that you and your family can enjoy and that you can be inspired by for years. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. I love the tabletop role-playing community and the nerd community so much. I really hope you guys enjoy Tales of Aetheria and Unexpected Quest, the first book in the series. And please, please follow and keep your eye out for the companion tabletop role-playing game that's going to be coming out this winter, Adventures in Aetheria. So you can take your own family of kids along and go on an adventure of your own at your game table. Thank you guys. Bye.
Boom, boom, boom.
A
And we're
song from our
back.
bard.
And we're
Yeah,
back.
our bard is serenading us over here. It's
It's
fantastic.
farting.
Well, for those that
Folks,
are
just follow track.
joining us during our break, once again, this is for the Critical Role Foundation, and we're focusing on children. You have the opportunity to affect the show in two different ways. One, of course, is by donating from $5 to $25, where you have the ability to give one of our players some sort of boon or advantage. Also, once we hit certain goal marks, players start to receive items that they can choose who gets to hold on to them based on the party. All
Dibs.
right. Dibs.
Dibs, he's got them all.
As we pan the camera out, the party is heading from the echo. Are we still good with the echo? No, echo's gone. Cool. The party is heading away.
It is me,
from,
definitely.
Yeah, I think it's you. Yeah. The party is heading away from the village of Therian and heading into the surrounding forest, tracking these tracks of four toes. Every once in a while, you notice that the footprints, one will be looking like more of a shoe or a boot. And you take that opportunity to kind of wander about 60, 65 feet into this sparse forest of greenery and bushes. Some flowers are around, and you notice hanging from one of the trees by a set of shoestrings a pink shoe.
A pink shoe.
Ooh, yeah,
Now, is
good
the
shoe.
professor with us, or is he back in the village still?
The professor's about 100 feet back. He's walking very slowly.
Wearing? Well, no, he wouldn't be wearing.
How high up is it? Like, can I like jump up and grab it, or is it really high?
Give me an athletics check. Let's find out.
All right. All right. Ooh. That's gonna be a 3.
A little higher than you. No. Even with the even Pockets kind of tries to run up like your hand and tries to get a little closer, and it just doesn't catch it.
Wait, hold on. I can get it.
And I kind of like, again, I mutter something in infernal, and like, and a mage hand appears, and I go up and reach for the boot and bring it down.
So I know in Dungeons and Dragons, you don't usually see this hand, but I always imagine this as the hand off of Super Smash Brothers. So what color of gloved hand just randomly appears out of nowhere?
So it's kind of like a larger version of my hand, if you will.
Okay.
Looks like a big kind of demon hand, but
Mhm.
very cartoony.
Absolutely.
Kind of like bubbly and kind of anime looking, but otherwise it's like a
Kind
big
of floats up and grabs the shoe, the shoe hanging from the shoestring, and just kind of slowly pulls it down, unraveling the very bad knot that was supposedly tied to it as it just kind of unravels and falls to the ground.
Interesting.
Wow, Danica, you're really cool too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a little trick I learned.
Where?
At school, in my study hall time. It's a little extra
Oh.
credit I've been working on. Yeah, it's handy for procuring items from places.
Speaking of which, what do you got there? A pink shoe?
Yeah, it looks like it. I wonder if this is the professor's other shoe that was stolen. Hey, Professor! We found a shoe! Is it yours?
Besser looks almost glaringly at Daniken. Do you believe that I could fit into that shoe?
Well, no, I suppose it's quite small. Never mind! We'll keep looking! It's not the professor's.
Maybe it's one of my shoes. And Denna tries to put it on her foot.
Nice.
Give it to Dana.
It's similar sized.
It fits great.
Yeah. Maybe we could find another one. Then you could have 2 new shoes.
That would be awesome.
Everybody give me an investigation roll.
All right, there we go. Where am I?
Oh, my goodness. A 21.
12.
7 plus.
3. I have not rolled higher than a 7 in this campaign so far.
You have the opportunity to roll both on Foundry and in real life, so it's your choice, whichever one's rolling better.
Your
Or
I'm
just
digital
rolling
get
in
new
real life.
dice.
I even switched my dice.
Oh,
What were we doing? Investigation?
Yeah.
Okay, 20.
All right.
Altogether.
Both Danikin and Azario pick up that probably that's what's happening around here, is that something is stealing shoes. That's why you're seeing some half footprints, half non. And
Interesting.
they're all over.
What would someone want with a bunch of shoes and buttons? Two don't seem to go together, really.
And if they stole a shoe, why would they then tie it to a tree and leave it behind?
That's also a good question. I don't know. Usually, when you steal something, you want to keep it. You steal it
Right.
because you want it, right?
Hey, give that back.
Who's that?
Who said that?
Drop the shoe.
It's on my
Who said
foot.
that?
Give me a perception check, Danikin.
Oh my goodness! It's only a 9. I may have to switch dice too.
You don't really notice where it came from.
Okay, Denna dangles the shoe and said, if you want your shoe back, you're gonna have to come out.
Well, if you insist. And you start to see little green people popping out of the trees, both in front of you and to the side of you. And you see
Buttons!
This is
4
going to
of
be
them.
trouble.
I immediately draw a scimitar and a short sword.
Well, there.
I'm going to look over at the professor and be like, Professor, are these goblins?
Yes, those are goblins.
He's just standing there. Wait, I have a question. Do you guys have 4 toes? Or did somebody take them?
You notice one of them has this almost this like closed-toed sandal on, and then the other one is a full boot. The other one has what almost looks like a ballet slipper and no shoe on the other side.
Not
And you
quite
can
sure what
see
to do now,
four
Professor.
dangling, very long green toes, just kind of.
Okay. Professor, I solved the mystery. They have 4 toes.
And you've solved one mystery. Now we have to find a logical solution of where they're taking their items.
Interesting.
Why are you lot stealing a bunch of shoes?
Are any of you missing a toenail?
Hey, that's my toenail. And you notice his second toe has got the toenail peeled off.
Ugh.
I was looking for that.
Well,
Well, if you want your shoe back, you have to tell us why you're taking the shoes and where you're taking them.
Well, how about this? How about instead of that, you give that shoe back and each one of you give us a shoe?
That doesn't sound like a good deal. But I have to check
I
with
like
Britt.
my shoes.
No. Well, that usually works.
well,
I guess we'll
why-
just have
why
to
do
take
you
your
need-
shoes.
Why do you need so many shoes? Is it because you don't have shoes?
Ooh, is it because you're friends with a dragon and he collects shoes?
Did you take a horseshoe? I mean, those don't really seem like they'd fit anyways.
Well,
Still a shoe collection.
somebody
That's
said
true.
we were told shoes by the master, and we grabbed shoes.
The master.
Master? Who's your... Oh, so you're working for someone. Who's your master who wants all these shoes?
He's the master of the cave.
What cave?
No more questions. We're going to get in trouble by the master.
Oh,
Well, what...
can we meet the
Okay.
master?
Well, kind of. Maybe. Only if you give us a shoe.
I'll give you a shoe
What?
after we meet the master.
Oh yeah.
Do you like working for this master, or do you not like it?
Well, you know, he's all right. Not really like the fully. He's not super nice, but he's not like mean. He does get angry every once in a while.
What if we helped you not have to work for the master? If you showed us where he was, maybe we could stop him and collect all the shoes back, and that way you guys could work for yourselves instead of him.
We also need shoes. See? He don't have a shoe. So we need to get an extra shoe for him.
Well, you know, there are shoemakers. You could buy shoes from a shop. You don't have to steal them.
Well, that don't sound right.
Well, it's quite common practice.
But it's easier if I just take a shoe.
Well, that's debatable. I mean, I don't know who you're stealing shoes from, but generally walking into a shop and buying a shoe is pretty easy if you've got money. Do you have any money?
They look at each other.
Does your master pay you money for all these shoes?
How are the benefits?
Have you thought about robbing the shoe shop?
Have you thought about robbing the master?
No, never robbed the master.
Is the master a goblin?
No, much bigger.
Big?
Ooh.
Well, what?
But like how big?
Real big.
Like bigger than us?
Oh, yeah.
Bigger than him? And I point to the professor.
Yes.
Well,
Does he wear big shoes?
He doesn't wear shoes. I don't really know why he wants shoes, but he really likes shoes.
wait a minute. Hold on. Now I'm confused. So you're stealing shoes. None of you have shoes. And the master's making you steal shoes for him. So you still don't have shoes. I don't see the benefit of this agreement you have with this master. Maybe, are you sure maybe we couldn't help you change your situation? And then that way we would get what we want and you would also get what you want.
Or I could just take one of your shoes and then I get what I want and you don't get what you want.
What is it that you want?
Your shoe.
You're just going to give it to the master. So then what do you get?
I'll give one of the shoes to the master and I'll take a shoe for him. And he points to the guy without a shoe.
Oh, it's a profit sharing situation.
For our 8 to 11-year-old heroes, they're like, oh yeah, I've got, full
My dad
economic
is always
understanding.
talking about benefits and profit sharing and forming
Yeah,
unions.
That was from economics class. I recognize some of this, but I don't think they studied it. Something tells
I don't
me.
think so.
How many goblins are we seeing here?
Give me a perception check.
All right. Let's see here. Boom, boom. You want a passive perception? 16, but I can give you a better one.
I would say you would at least see you see the two that have popped out of each one of the bushes closest to you, or the trees closest to you, but you also seem to see shadows in the distance of at least two more.
Oh, okay, nice.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Other than one of us giving you a shoe, because then we'd be hopping around with one shoe and it would not help us with what we're trying to do. Other than that, what could I do or give you to convince you to tell us where this cave is with the master?
You could just give a shoe, and then we'll tell you where
I,
the master's at.
yeah, I know. Let's put that idea for one side for a second, right? Let's say I don't want to give you a shoe, but I still want to find out where the cave is. Is there some other agreement we could come to?
I don't think so.
If I give you this pink shoe, then you'll lead us to the cave?
They all turn to each other. How about this? You give me the pink shoe, and one more shoe, and then we'll lead you to the cave.
Again, with an extra shoe. I mean,
I will give you one of my shoes when we get to the cave.
Because if you think about it, that shoe was already our shoe, and you took
No, it was in the tree.
all right, how about this? And I take off my backpack and I reach in, and as I reach in, I cast minor illusion, and I come out with like the most crazy, outlandish, awesome looking like cowboy boot with rhinestones and this like rainbow reflective material and some gems in it, and even like two little like feathered wings out of the side. And I said, all right,
Wow.
how about this? You two take us to the cave, and when we have a chance to talk to the master, all right, afterwards, this shoe is yours.
Danica, don't give them that shoe. It's so cool.
I know,
It's a
I know.
beautiful shoe.
Important enough, and they really like shoes, so I'm willing to give them this very special shoe.
Very
The
special.
information, and then I put it back and put my hand back in the backpack and cancel the spell as I pull it out.
All right. I'm going to give you this because this is really funny. So we're going to have an opportunity here. You're going to do a persuasion check. If you succeed and the succession is going to be a DC 15, then they will not confront you with the shoe. If under it, they're going to come try to take the shoe.
Okay.
You have the extra D10 still, right?
You do have the extra D10.
So you know, I have advantage on perception checks, and I have +7.
Oh, okay.
You want to change your DC?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. I got a natural 20
Oh.
Oh!
for a
Bravo.
27.
27.
Holy cow.
All right. Well, fine. We'll take you to the master.
Okay, good. So we have a deal.
Perfect.
And no funny business, okay? We're all honest here.
Fine. No funny business. So why won't you just give us a shoe?
Because we're wearing them?
Why won't you just tell us where the cave is?
Well, the cave is north.
Oh, well, problem solved. All right.
Now that we've told you where the cave's at, can we have the shoe?
No. The deal was, if you were listening, after we had a chance to speak with the master, we'd give you that shoe.
No, that's true. I wasn't paying
Now,
attention
you're
either.
welcome to come with us, or we could come meet. Actually, better idea. Why don't we meet back here in exactly 3 hours?
What?
You know, they're looking at each other. Can you tell time? I can't tell time. How do we know when in 3 hours? I don't know.
Okay, you see the sun up there?
Yeah,
The big bright ball in the sky.
got it.
Okay, when it's over there, that's 3 hours.
Wow, did you learn that for extra credit
All
too?
right.
Goblins
Okay,
aren't
so
smart.
we'll meet back here.
When the sun gets from there to there,
Yes,
then we'll see you back here.
absolutely.
And then you give us the shoe.
Yes. Do we
I
have a
thought you were
deal?
gonna lead us to the
Hey
cave.
guys, they're gonna just give us a shoe in 3 hours. Do we really want to like take it from them?
And you hear just a bunch of whispering around, and you can hear there's about 8 of them total, kind of floating around.
All right, fine. We'll be back here in 3 hours, and no earlier or later, and we'll get that cool shoe.
Okay, and you said the cave is north, right? Is there a trail? Is that the way right there?
It's that way.
How far?
1, 2, 3, 4, about 26 trees.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Okay, that's doable. Yeah, probably could have found it ourselves and avoided all this. It's okay. We'll find it. Okay. So, yeah.
We turn and look, and it's like right there.
Oh, you mean that cave? Okay, so 3 hours. We'll meet back here. We'll give you the shoe, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you. By the way, what's your name? I'd just like to know who I meet and talk to.
Oh, I'm Gib.
Gim?
Gib.
Gimp.
Gib.
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 Oh, Gib. All right. Yes. My name is Jonathan Warbley.
Jonathan. That's a lot of words.
Just call me John.
Okay, John.
Okay.
I didn't know
Well,
his name was
see you back
John.
here in
You look
3
like a
hours,
John.
Yeah. Yeah,
I guess I've
that's
been
right.
calling it this wrong name.
Everybody tells me that. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go to the cave. You guys go back and hide, and we'll see you back here in 3 hours. Yeah.
Right. We're gonna get more shoes.
Absolutely. Okay.
Excellent.
And they all just kind of back into their trees.
Okay.
Well,
So
this
we
is
all
going
go
really
good.
well.
Yeah.
Guys, what just happened?
We found the location of the cave. Don't worry, we won't be back.
So
in
there's
3
a big guy in the cave with the shoes. Is our mission to get the shoes? Is our mission to kill the bad guy? Or is our mission to renegotiate the salary package for the goblins?
Yes.
I don't know. Their situation really does bother me a little bit, but I don't think it's really our goal.
It seems so unfair.
It
I'd
does.
like to liberate the
who in their right
goblins.
mind would. I mean, it's like a lose-lose situation for them.
And you know, the professor was saying that the defining trait of goblins is that they steal stuff. And I was thinking maybe that was an overgeneralization, but now I've met 8 goblins and all of them steal stuff. But I think we should encourage them to change the stereotype of goblins and seek new employment.
I'm
Hmm.
here for that.
I think it's a good
Maybe
idea.
they could be like a school janitor or something.
Maybe we could get them hired at school.
They could do lots of jobs.
You know, we do have a janitor that's a goblin. Maybe he'd take apprentices.
Oh,
That's
I forgot
true.
about that guy.
Yeah, you know Glenn. Grumpy Glenn.
Glenn, oh yeah, Glenn. You're right. He's a goblin, isn't he?
Didn't we get it?
Does Glenn steal things? Now I wonder if everything I've misplaced at school is
It was an
Glenn.
inside job.
No,
Could be
Glenn
a
is a
whole
person too.
crime
Don't
ring
make
of
assumptions.
That's true.
True.
You're right.
True.
No, you're right. Because Glenn, he is a nice guy. I know Glenn. All right. Well, should we go to the cave?
Yeah.
By the way, my name's not John. It's Damagist.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. I thought I was calling you the wrong thing this whole time.
No, I don't really think that, that we're going to be back here in 3 hours. It's a little fib, sorry.
You live?
Well, we could be back. I mean, I could give them this shoe. It's an illusion. It's not real.
Yeah,
So technically,
later
I
can you show
could-
me how to make those shoes? I
Oh.
really like that shoe. That looks
I
cool.
could teach you how to do that later. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'd have to get permission from the professors because, well, I'm not. No, I'll teach you. Yeah, I'll teach you.
Okay.
The
Let's go to the
professors-
cave.
No. All right, let's go find a cave. I don't know how to follow the trails out in the wilderness very well, so maybe one of you should lead us to the cave.
All right, who's our
Mm.
tracker?
The dog.
Who's our tracker for the 26 trees that are right in
The
front of you?
dog.
Come on, Vic.
Yeah, Vic.
Cave right over there.
Find the shoes.
Probably your dog. Yeah.
She likes shoes.
Do you still have the pink shoe?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'll hold it up so she can get the scent.
All right, give me another survival with advantage for tracking.
I got a nat 20. Plus one.
Woo!
Let's do. Let's see if we can keep that up in the entire session. Roll nothing but natural 20s.
Well, if that's the case, I might as well just retire. So as you place the shoe next to Bix, the Bix starts to sniff the shoe, and then all of a sudden the nose drops to the ground, and the little corgi butt just kind of wiggles around as it's heading towards forward. And then at about 24 trees, you just see Bix stop, freeze, and point.
I didn't know she could do that. Guys, I found the cave.
You see this
Mm.
large opening to the cave, and darkness inside.
Now, I wonder. We probably should be real quiet, like, and sneak in. If there's a big fella in there, maybe we should sneak in and maybe try to check it out first. Brett, do you have any magic that you could use to go in and like look around without being spotted or sound or anything? I
I
don't.
could send pockets.
Oh yeah, you
Mm.
can do that.
Pockets is very small and quiet when she wants to be.
Britt, can you talk with Pocket and Pocket talks back?
Yes. Can I? Please. Yeah, I
Of
think I can.
course. Yeah, you could talk to Pockets.
Yeah, 100 feet.
We have a telepathic connection. We sure do.
That's really special.
Yep. It is.
I like to think Bix and I have a telepathic connection, but I think it's just because I feed her.
Oh, no, that makes sense. Pockets doesn't eat.
Oh,
Because you smell like ham.
I smell like ham.
Well, to a dog. I mean, I'm sure I do to my dogs. That wasn't a comment on you. It was your character.
I'm not offended.
Okay, good. I didn't mean to offend. I definitely don't want to. I like you. I like all of you. I like this group. I think we've done good work so far. I know it's been only like 20 minutes, but
Mm.
As you
We did find the
wander
cave.
to the edge of the forest, you can see the cave in the distance, right where Bix is pointing. What you guys like to do?
All right.
Yeah, Britt would like to walk up to the cave, like, I don't know, maybe like still a little distance away, maybe like 10 feet or so from the
Okay.
cave entrance, and send in Pocket to do a
Okay.
little surveillance.
And Pocket has night vision,
She has dark vision.
dark vision.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Nice.
Pocket starts to scurry into the cave entrance. It's in about 15 feet and then stops and looks, and you can see Pocket can see this large, kind of rolled over mound that you can slowly see the mound moving, and you hear.
Do I hear?
Oh, it might have cut out because of the sound, but it's snoring.
Okay.
Snoring.
Okay, guys, Pocket, she can see a big creature type thing that's in there sleeping, rolled over.
How big?
She doesn't know what it is, but she said it's big. I mean, she's rather small, so hard to know for sure. But she said very big.
Did she see any shoes?
What color?
Did she see
Hold
any
on.
shoes?
Did she see any shoes? I'll ask her.
Pocket looks from this angle. You can't see shoes. You can't see feet.
Okay. Yeah, no shoes, no feet.
What color is the big mound? It's the sleeping thing.
Brownish green.
Do you remember what the professor said about trolls? They live in caves.
Yeah, and they're big.
Oh, I want to see a troll. I'm gonna go in.
Oh my God.
Wow, he's brave.
He is brave.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
And you have
Pocket's in there. She'll look after you.
dark vision.
She can't fight though.
Oh, do I?
Nope.
No problem.
She's a lover, not a fighter.
We should probably go in with Azario because, in case he gets in trouble.
As Azario walks in, making unless you're stealthing in, she's just being brave and walking in. The mound kind of starts. The mound kind of rolls over and right onto Pocket, and as your vision comes back, it did.
Did Pockets take damage? She doesn't have that many hit points.
One.
Can we just call her back?
You can summon her back, but
oh my God.
Well, that was unfortunate.
As Pocket kind of just
She's okay, right?
Poof kind of comes from underneath as the magical energy kind of disperses underneath the troll. It catches it, and the troll turns, and as it does, it looks straight at you, Azario.
Hi.
Doped look.
Quick, get out your accordion.
What are you doing here?
We're looking for shoes.
You're not supposed to be here.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Should I just leave?
He gets up and he starts to reach for you.
Oh.
Azario, are you okay?
Guys, I think I found a troll.
Okay, I'm going in too. I'm going in.
Once again,
Demo charges in.
As you walk in, you see this large hand pick Rosario up by the back shoulder, and is kind of swinging around like a rag doll, almost not hurting him, but just holding on. This what looks like a large piece of wood, or like a tree, in another hand, as he's dragging it behind him. You're not supposed to be here. And he starts to pull you out as the three of you are charging in. And we'll go to initiative.
Yay!
Let me swap over to there.
He squished Pocket.
He squished Pocket.
He squished Pocket?
Weasel.
She's just a familiar. She'll poof right back, right?
Yeah.
She's okay.
She's
All
fine.
right, I got a 12.
Okay, let me get you right next to the
I got
troll.
13.
There we go.
7. Okay.
Actually, we can do this all in Foundry. I just have activated everybody's combat. And the troll will. Let's see what the troll got.
You want us to reroll?
Oh, I got 10.
The troll got a 19. So
That's not good.
Sounds like cheating.
Oh, are we supposed to re-roll in Foundry?
you know, if you want to give me the roll you had, I can just add it real fast.
Yeah,
Mine's a
I'll
10.
keep it.
Hey, Daniken, what did you get?
13.
Okay. Britt
10.
and Azario.
What did I have? I
7
forget.
for me.
12? Was that? I think it was 12. Let me just check again. Hold on.
Or roll. Or
I
Reroll,
backed out of it.
reroll.
I backed out of it. Oh, no, yeah, it was 12. 11 plus 1. Yeah. 12.
All right. So yeah, we will say the troll is going to start, and he's going to do a quick, just kind of drag against the ground with Azario, not trying to be mean, but just not understanding size difference, and just kind of drags him across. And that's going to be 14 to hit.
That should hit him. Let me just check this here real quick. Get out of that thing there. Back to D&D Beyond. Boom, boom, boom. What am I looking for again? Sorry. Armor class? 12. Yeah, I got 12.
Okay.
I found a troll.
Right. And then that's gonna be. Well, my dice decide to come out of the box. My dice are sticky. Yeah, that works. And it's just gonna be 4 points of bludgeoning damage as he just kind of drags you across the ground.
That brings me to 17. Here we go.
All right, and then that brings us to Anakin.
I'm sorry, Damican?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I will run up a little, like halfway.
Okay.
And I'll say, "Listen, you. We don't want to hurt you, so drop our friend. We want to talk."
Orc?
Yeah. Listen, have a conversation.
Oh no.
You don't know. I didn't think that was a difficult proposition. Either drop our friend or we'll attack you.
Just attack him already, guys.
It's just drug across. You can see dirt in Zario's face as he just drug across the ground like a rag.
All right, then for the queen.
The queen.
It's hero time.
Oh, no, it's hero time. I'll run up the rest of the way and attack. So the first attack will be with a short sword. And that will be, oh my goodness, 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay, damage is 8 points of slashing.
Okay.
I will also do, oh wait, no, I can't do sneak attack yet. All right, and then for my offhand, I'm going to attack with a scimitar using the Nick ability. So do that as part of the main attack. And
Okay.
the short sword is Vex, so that gets advantage.
Mhm.
So the scimitar is a 16 to hit.
16 hits too.
All right, and that one does 3 points of piercing damage. No slashing also, I believe.
Okay.
3 points.
Ow!
And then
That's right. Get him, Dave, again.
and then do I have yeah. So then I will take how much movement did I use to get up to him fully?
What happened? My screen just went goofy.
Oh no, we all went invisible.
Everybody visible for a second. Give me 1 second. I think you used 15.
Okay, then I for my
what?
bonus action.
Why is everybody invisible?
Oh, well, if I'm
Nothing
invisible,
happened. Everybody vanished.
This thing looks
This
crazy.
has never happened before.
anyway.
All right. We know where everybody's at. All right, cool. We're gonna
All
do
right,
this.
so in that case, then for my bonus action, since I used the offhand attack with Nick,
Right.
I will disengage, and then I
Okay.
will run 15 feet. Oh, I can't move my token.
Can't find your token. So you move 15 feet. We're going to be
Yeah, so
theater
I'll
and
move
mining this until it works.
I'll move 15 feet back,
Okay.
out of the way. So I dart in, and then dart back out.
All right.
Back up.
That brings us to Azaria.
Oh, all right.
You're currently held.
Well, I'm currently held. Are my hands kind of free?
Your hands are both free. You're just
My
kind of
hands are free.
flailing
Okay.
there like this.
Ah! All right, you big lug. Take a bunch of these, and I'm just gonna shoot 3 magic missiles right at his face.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so let me get some D4s here.
Well, that's going
First
on.
one is
Grit,
a
prepare
4.
your spell, your attack while he's finishing up. So you're on.
Nice. All right. That's 4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9 plus the 3, so 12 damage.
12 damage. All right.
12 damage.
You just see. Apparently, you hit
Can
him.
Azario see if he's wearing any shoes? The troll.
He has two. He has a set of shoes on. Yes, large shoes.
All right. Thank you.
Kind of looks like large paper bags tied at the tops. Like not very nice shoes, but he has shoes on.
He's got some shoes. I don't think the goblins were in here.
Grit, you're up. Denna, you're on deck.
So Azario's still hanging upside down.
Yeah, he didn't let go. He didn't try to get out of it. He just shot him instead.
Oh god. All right. Britt is going to pull out her rainbow wand and cast chromatic orb at the troll's head. Yeah, at the head.
Nice.
She's gonna say magic red, which means she's choosing fire.
Okay.
And what do I do next? Remind me how to D&D.
You want to remind me how to D&D?
I draw a roll for attack, right?
Yeah, you'll roll for a
hit?
magic spell attack. Yes.
And I add my. Do I add something to that or no? Yeah, right.
Good. Yeah.
My spell modifier, which is on here somewhere. Okay, 5. 17.
17 hits.
All right. So he's going to take 3d8 fire damage. Let me roll that out. Oh, that's an 8. That's another 8. What the heck? And that's a 4. So 20, right? 8, 8, and 4?
Yes.
Yeah. 20 fire damage.
Holy cow.
Whoa.
We'll find out what happens with that in a second.
Wait, did
I'm
you
not
just throw
taking any
Azario?
of that, am I?
Jenna, you're up. Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
throw Azario. He's gonna throw Azario after that. Anything else, Britt?
The one where Britt just barbecues her friend.
Anything else Britt wants
Go
to do?
team.
No. I'm good.
Okay. Denna, you're up.
Denna is going to charge forward on her battle corgi.
Okay.
I can't see the characters, but
Yeah, no, you're good.
okay. And she's going to go, ay, 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 ay! And she's going to attack with her lance. So, because it's a two-handed weapon, I get to roll twice, I believe.
Or
No, it's a
two-handed
damage
weapon.
roll. Sorry.
Yeah, the damage roll you get twice. Let's see which one's better.
15.
15 just hits.
Did it hit?
Yeah.
It cut out.
Yep,
Yes.
it hit.
Did? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Damage roll, I rolled twice. Oh, good thing, because that was a 1. At a 2. My great weapon ability lets me change it to a 3. So I will do 3 damage. And then I would like to use my unwavering mark. When I hit, I get to mark the target, and while it's within 5 feet of me, it has disadvantage on attacks on anyone else other than me. And then on my next turn, I get a bonus attack on the same target with advantage.
All right. Wow.
And to symbolize that, in honor of Denna's idea of heroism, she wants to try to leap off the battle corgi, do a flip, and land right next to the troll brandishing her short sword.
Just like she said.
Heroes do cool stuff.
Yeah.
My hero.
Get Azario. Woo! As he's just flying around on the back of this troll. In the troll's hand. The troll. Real bad. And he's just going to kind of like do one of these things with his hand as Azario goes flying towards Britt. So I need both of you to roll me dexterity saving throws.
Does this count as an attack?
Yeah, we'll do that. So it will be with advantage.
Great.
All right. 5 plus.
Because you're right. Heroes do cool things.
Heroes do cool things. Saving throws. Dexterity. I got 8.
I got 6.
Nice.
So each take
Look
2
out,
points.
here I come.
Literally.
Britt, you have an
So-
inspiration dice. You have a D10.
You do have a D10, Britt.
I do. Should I use it for this
If you'd like to.
situation?
If you'd like to.
Well, I just added on to my.
You would add it to
Something
your
like that?
current roll. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, Dungeon Samster. I'm using it. All right, 6 more. So that's what, 12? 12.
Okay, so you step out of the way as Azario slides against the ground and just past you.
My face.
And he will, because Denna is standing right in front of him, he's going to slam down, trying to hit Dannon with the large fist.
They didn't mention this part in school.
Ooh! Natural 20.
Okay.
No!
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. 10 points.
How do we get a health potion from the
Okay,
audience?
10
How does that
points.
happen?
Got
You
it.
got to get to 100 $100 goal for the foundation. And that'll be 10 points of bludgeoning as the hand just down on you.
Oops.
Ow!
Did my
that-
face take damage while I was skidding across? What did I?
Yeah, you took 3 points of damage.
3 points.
from
Okay, that's
the
what
skid.
it was. All right.
Specifically to
14.
your face.
Specifically to your face. Yes.
Yeah.
As he kind of turns you into a set of dice for a second. Just roll you across the ground. All right.
Rolling
And that
for
brings
Brit.
us to Damakin. Azario, you're on deck.
Excellent.
All right. I feel like we've got to get Aetheria out of this fella's hand, otherwise he's going to keep getting dragged along the floor.
No, he's out of the hand.
He's out
Oh,
He
there.
got thrown.
I mean,
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to cast a spell. I start moving my hands
nice.
again and chanting an infernal. And then this ball of like green goo materializes, and then I fire it at him, and I cast Ray of Sickness.
All right.
Ooh.
And is that a roll for me then?
Now it's a roll for me. It's a 2-hit roll.
Okay.
Um,
DC 15.
DC 15. All right, hold on. That is a 13. But I'm going to use my inspiration die,
Okay.
and that will be a 9.
There you go.
Is a 22.
That definitely hits.
All right. So this ray of gross, disgusting goo shoots out. Hits him in the face. And that will be 11 points of poison damage, and he has the poisoned condition until my next turn. The end of my next turn.
All right. That brings us to Azario,
All
who is
right.
now 30 feet away.
30 feet away. Right. Well, I'm just going to roll over, stay on my back, trying to just touch my face like, ow. And I'm going to raise my other hand, and I'm just going to shoot some more magic missiles at that guy.
Right.
So
I would say I have to save, but I can't save for these.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the
Magic missile always hits.
Which hits. I love me some magic missile. All right. 1d4, 2d4, 3d4. That's plus the 3, so that's 6. That's 14 damage.
Ooh. He's not looking good.
Neither's my face.
It's okay. Heroes always have battle scars.
Yeah, you look cool.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Azario?
No, I think that's it. I'll just keep it simple. I'm just gonna lie there in pain.
Britt, you're up. Denna, you're on deck.
All right, I'm gonna kind of like turn back to Azario and be like, "I'm sorry, I couldn't catch you. I was just trying to get out of the way so I didn't get hurt too. You okay? You okay over
I'm
there?"
just gonna wave like, yeah.
Okay.
give you a
All right.
thumbs.
All right. And then I'm gonna look back at the troll and I'm gonna be like, "We're about done with you hurting us, and so take this." And I'm gonna take my magic wand out again, and I'm gonna say, "Magic missile," and I'm gonna cast magic missile at him as well.
All right.
And it may not do okay. And that's gonna be for 9 points of force damage.
I like how you
Alright.
said, we're not done with you hurting us. We can take plenty more punishment.
I don't know how much
About
more I
done.
could take.
Yeah.
Denna, you're up, and then the troll's turn.
Okay. Did he do damage against Azario when he threw him?
He took a couple points.
Okay, so then
Yeah, it took 3.
my unwavering mark does go into effect, so I'll get a
Yes.
bonus action attack. Great. So I
Excellent.
am going to attack twice then with my
Okay.
short sword. Oh dear. 11. Oh no. 9.
Nope. Apparently that hit the troll gave joggle
Wait, the
you a little
second,
bit.
the bonus action gets an advantage to
Okay.
hit. Oh my gosh. 8. Bye dice.
Nice.
Bye.
To the dice jail.
Yeah, that
goes.
one's going to jail. That one's
Yeah.
done.
I got a new one.
All right, this one, the troll looking pretty hurt at this point. You can see bumps and bruises. One of the eyes are starting to swell, just by the blast of magic missiles that have hit him in all different locations. Oh, this hurts. I go find the master, and he's gonna run into the cave, away. So that means, Denna, you do get an attack of opportunity because you're right next to him, if you'd like to.
Here we go.
Not one. What is
Oh
happening?
my god.
This
We'll
one's
say for the
fun.
fun of that, as
Taking a new
the
one.
troll kind of like kicks off, you notice that the what's underneath him is muddy as you slip as you're swinging and face plant into the mud.
I hope it's mud.
Well, I hope it's
You
not
think he peed
too.
his pants while he was sleeping?
Ew, troll
He's
dude.
gonna run into the cave
Did he just say he's
and
going to
around
go
the
get the
corner.
master?
Yeah, I thought he was the master.
I did too.
Yeah, he was big.
Maybe there's a
Uh-oh.
bigger master.
Uh-oh. What were the other creatures that the professor mentioned?
Um,
Some kind of
Dragon,
lizard people
no.
on 2 feet?
kobolds, but they're
Mm.
tiny. They're not
Yeah, they're
goblins.
not big.
And a dragon,
Dragon?
but I don't know how safe
Well,
it is
let's
to
run
send.
after him and get him before he alerts the true master.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Charge, Vix! She jumps back on Vix's back. Takes off.
I'll go
Corky butt.
running and follow Jenna
Nice.
and Bix.
All right, as you all are running past, the troll is going to start running as well as you start taking this corner. Give me I'll say, just for the quick purposes as we're trying to do this, anybody that gets an athletics past a 12 will be able to curve as he's running away and catch him on that run. So he's got
Athletics
2 curves. Yep.
All
I
right,
got a
my
12.
athletics.
Or
Ooh,
acrobatics.
I'll give you either.
No.
got a 17.
Oh.
Got a 9.
Okay. So Azario, how do you come up with the way to catch up to the troll as he's running away? What does that look like?
Ooh. What does that look like? I'm going to. What do I got to make me fast? What do I? Or maybe I should sing him a song. Ooh, I don't even know what my options are. Catch a troll.
Because you have the
Okay, so
opportunity to catch up to him.
I
But
do
you
have
got
an
to give me
opportunity.
a narrative way that works.
I know, that's what I'm trying to picture, me in a dark cave running after this
Maybe if you
troll.
just sing a song faster, it'll get you there faster.
Mhm.
There you go.
Wait, maybe I do. Maybe I have a. Hey guys, let's go. Azario's on a roll. Gonna
Yeah.
catch a troll. Hey guys, let's go. And then I'm just after this. I
Wow,
feel
he's pretty
great.
good.
So as you do
That's a cool
that, and
trick.
what's your instrument?
I have an accordion right now.
Okay. As you push once in, it's like the notes actually sweep up and pick you up and move you
Nice.
as you go faster down the road, down the cave, just catching eye to the troll who's running away.
Nice. I
you
don't know
want
what I'm
to
gonna do when I
anything.
catch him. It's like a dog with a car or something.
Get dragged along the dirt again.
Yeah. I haven't had
I
enough.
haven't had enough. Take that.
All right. So at this point, nobody else was able to catch up to the troll. We're going to do one more athletics check or acrobatics to see if you can catch up on the second one. Otherwise, he will reach the master.
14.
14. That catches it.
Yeah, I got 14 too.
21.
All right.
Damakin definitely caught him.
And a 12.
All right. So we'll say that with the way this worked, Azario not really knowing what to do, he just keeps playing, and as he does, these notes kind of fly behind each of you and carry you around this
Ooh.
cave as well.
I didn't know I could do that.
I think he's
You
been doing extra
float
credit.
around, just giving enough of a chance to do something at ranged or, in Dennis' case, at melee to catch the troll. Now, you know the troll is hurting very badly. So you choose how you want to handle that.
Mhm.
As heroes of
As heroes, right?
Aetheria.
Is that a hint?
Okay. Are we all caught up with them together? Are we a
Yep, all of
team?
them are caught up with them together.
Okay.
Oh, so are we in? So what initiative are we on?
Each one of you are going to go, and then the troll will get his final
Oh,
move
okay.
if he makes it to the master.
Okay.
So same order.
Let me just.
Same order. Yep, we'll start with Anakin.
Fire it up to him.
All right. I will. So can I try to knock him out?
You're welcome to try.
So is it just a normal attack, but non-lethal damage?
Mhm.
All right. So I'll run up to him, and I'll hit him with the short sword again, but I'll kind of like try to smack him with the flat of the
Okay.
blade. Still do like a lot of damage, but not lethal damage.
Right.
Like, let's see if I can ring his bell.
Okay.
Oh my lord, that's not good at all. That would be an 8. Oh, I have luck. Oh, they changed luck. You have to declare it beforehand.
Ooh.
All right. Okay, well, in that case, then I'll take my offhand attack, which I can still make, but it does not get advantage because I missed with the short sword, so no vex. However, I will use a luck point for this.
Okay.
Which does give me advantage. So that will be a... Oh my
Yeah, you still have the opportunity to help out. Our players, our heroes might need you.
I need you. Somebody buy me an inspiration die. I need one before I say that I got a 13. 13.
Yeah, 13 just misses.
Dang it.
All right, then in that case, I will... Can I use a bonus action to talk to him? Like, I want to say,
This is your last chance. Give up and tell us who the master is, and maybe we'll let you walk out of here with those.
He doesn't seem
whether
to
it
understand.
elicits a
He
response.
doesn't seem to understand. Yep. Too many words for the troll.
Okay, then I will end there.
All right. That brings us to
To
Azario.
me? Azario, I am going to
Britt, you're on
cast
deck.
Command.
Okay. That's a
Right.
wisdom save, right?
That's a wisdom save of 12, yeah.
Trolls don't have a lot of wisdom, so this should be pretty simple. Ooh, yeah. Oof. This could be bad. Well, that's a 2 with a -1 for wisdom saves. That's a 1.
That's a good one.
What's your word?
I'm gonna say halt, and target doesn't move and takes no action or bonus action.
Nice.
All right.
All
Britt,
right.
you're up. Unless you have anything else you want to do, Azario.
No, that's good.
Okay.
Nice job,
Keeping
Azaria.
me-
That was a very commanding tone. You used.
It
Like, are
worked.
we good? Is he gonna stay there forever? Do you know how that works?
He's just gonna do what I tell him, which is
Maybe
hopefully be friends already. I don't know why he
we
attacked
should
us.
tie him up really quick.
Okay. Britt, you're up.
I mean, I don't want to hurt him if he's just gonna stand there.
You just stand
Can we
there.
tie him up?
Get some rope. Bind his hands.
Okay, yeah, I'll. I mean,
Or his
do we have
feet,
rope?
probably.
I'm sure you guys have rope. You're heroes.
Yeah,
Of course you
yeah,
have the
we
things
do.
you need.
I got that right here in my backpack. What am I talking
Because
about?
kids are so good at packing for trips.
Yeah, kids are so good. My mom.
Notorious.
You have rope? Yes. Do you have your jacket? No.
But you're not
But I
even
got
wearing
rope.
shoes. Yeah.
I got rope.
Yeah. Okay. So I pull my rope out, and I'm going to make an attempt to bind his hands and his feet.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check then.
Can I assist?
Sure.
Oh. Well, that's a 5.
With assistance,
What does assistance do for me? Do I roll
you would
with
get
advantage?
advantage. Yeah.
Oh, well, let's try again then. That's 10.
You doubled it.
You think you might have something there.
Oh boy.
This is a square knot.
And where did you learn your knot skills at, Denna?
And scouts, of course.
All right.
You're a forest gnome, right? You should know how to do really good knots.
Yeah, gnome scouts. Yeah.
Gnome Scouts.
Yeah, gnome scout.
And Denna, this would be your turn.
Oh, my turn. Well, I already helped try to tie him up. So do I?
Yeah.
I guess I feel like he's tied up.
You feel like he's tied up, yeah, and he can't move because he's halted.
Okay. I will try to talk to him, I guess.
Okay.
And I noticed that he was a little overwhelmed by the words, which I can relate to. So I just say, "You are master?
No.
Where is master?"
Master's there. And he points up the end of the cave.
What is master?
Big.
Dragon?
What's dragon?
Okay. Wear shoes.
That way.
Oh no.
Okay, I solved the mystery. Professor!
Ellie, you're really good at that. I
You look
didn't
back,
know
the
that.
professor is not there.
Oh no. I
Oh,
don't, the parents, I hope they signed a waiver.
Pretty sure they signed a hefty wager to send their children to the Heroes Academy
Yeah.
for boarding school.
Yeah.
So, should we keep going or go find the professor?
well,
Mm.
we're already in the cave here. Maybe, I mean, I feel
I'm
like,
gonna keep going.
yeah, I feel
Okay.
like we're in it now. I mean, we're heroes. Let's go be heroes.
Ah, onwards!
She'll take
Onwards!
off again on the corgi.
Okay. As you round the
Yeah, but
corner.
don't go chasing the corgi.
Okay. As you round the corner, leaving the troll kind of tied there, thinking you've got a good enough knot, you curve around into what looks like this massive opening of a cave. And you can see all sorts of random things laying on the ground around it. You've got shoes, you've got random tools, you've got shiny objects. Everything is just kind of splattered across around this entrance to an inner cave. and you
Oh,
feel this burst of hot air coming from the entrance.
this master guy's really a hoarder.
This
You
place is
must
a
have
mess.
left the furnace on. It's hot in here.
Yeah. I don't think these are safe
My
working
mom-
conditions either. She takes out a notepad and starts making notes on all the
I
all
gotta
the
tell my dad about
violations.
this. He needs to come in and do some reconstruction. Drafting needs to be at zoning permit is just terrible. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Well, so are we around the corner yet? Do we see what's in there, or
let's see if I can drag new characters out to show you what's there.
Mm.
Hey, we're back.
Oh,
I don't know what happened to the.
I feel like maybe I need to refresh. My Foundry still looks like just a
No,
weird
no, no.
gray
Just
screen.
scroll up. I was able to move. It's just the troll. The troll is gone. The whole crew of the trolls are gone. I don't know what happened, but they're all gone.
he was the troublemaker? Well, now we can put that back on the stream so people can see.
Yeah, now people can see it.
So
I'll watch it on here.
Yeah. So as you
Oh, there
see
we go.
the large nose sticking out the front of this cave, and you feel air coming out, and it's just very hot air.
Britt, is this your friend?
Oh no, this is definitely not my friend. His cave is much nicer than this.
Oh.
And like I said, it's just scattered. All this stuff here is just random things.
and shoes?
Shoes, buttons, belts, very just random, very small things though. Strange for a dragon, right?
Why would a dragon want shoes?
I'm gonna head over just like by the corner and kind of like, kind of just push into the wall to hide a little bit.
Okay. Guys like to do?
Mm.
Follow him.
Okay, you're gonna follow him into the corner. All right. They're
How
standing
big is this
outside of this.
cave? Like how far
Uh,
away are most of this stuff?
The stuff is literally like under your feet. But it's about 40 feet from you.
Well, what if we just collect all the shoes and stuff and just take it out of the cave?
Oh, I think he'll notice, don't you?
I don't know. He's sleeping. How soundly do dragons sleep?
I'm not sleeping.
Okay, guys. Okay, I got this. I'll go try to talk to him.
Yeah, you're good at being friends with dragons.
Yeah, this worked great last time. I'll go try it.
Sure, he's fine.
So Britt's gonna start walking towards the dragon and like, hey, Mr. Dragon, hey.
Hello. Have you brought me more things?
Maybe. What kind of things do you like?
Small things, of course.
I see you have a really lovely collection of shoes and tools and little.
Yes,
bits and
please don't
baubles that are-
touch those. Those are mine.
Oh, okay. Well, you see, the problem is before they were yours, they used to be someone else's, and those people kind of want their stuff back.
But I found them, and I own them. They are mine.
Does he see all of us or just Brit?
Just Brit.
Standing out there all on her own.
Because she's just out there fully courageous,
it.
standing in front of the dragon. I'm gonna move her where she needs to be. Can move her where she needs to be.
Couldn't hear you.
Ask him if he'll do a trade. I
Oh.
like whisper yell, thinking that he won't hear to her.
What if we did a trade?
You see two large eyebrows just furl. Why would I trade my things?
Well, maybe so you could get something better.
I have. And if you have better, you should probably leave it.
Well, if we did a trade, we would leave it. But we would leave with something of yours too. That's how trades work.
That's fine. What would you have in mind?
One moment, please. She kind of goes back and like scurries over and starts trying to whisper talk to Damakin.
Okay, I've got
Got something?
I've got a mirror it might like, and also a bag of 1,000 ball bearings.
I also have 1,000 ball bearings.
Oh, you can never have too many ball bearings.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
are like good trades.
handy.
What about a song? Could Aetheria give him a song?
Ooh,
Oh,
song.
That's worth a lot more than 1,000 ball bearings.
Oh,
I
what if we
I
put
do
on a
like
show for her?
songs.
What if he sang a song about what a cool guy you are?
Oh, so you can
Song
hear
about a
us.
dragon.
All right,
Azario, do you know any songs about dragons?
You're muted.
muted.
Oh no, he's
Oh,
not
no.
muted.
Oh, someone cast silence on him. There's a magic user somewhere about.
Oh no! You might have to leave and come back because you took your headphones
No.
out. You probably have to leave and come back.
He can come up with a song about a dragon. He's the best singer I've ever seen. So creative.
Yeah. Did you see what the music did in the hallway?
Yeah. So well, I guess it's no secret that we're all here. Hello, nice to meet you, sir.
What's
Hello.
your name?
What was your name, sir?
I am the. And he just kind of like questions for a moment. Smoke. Smoke the dragon.
Well,
A great name.
yes. I mean, it is a pleasure to meet you. So what if we gave you like a few shiny items, maybe a song about how great and magnificent you are, and then maybe like like a visual show.
Going to give me a performance.
Yeah, when was the last time you've been to the theater?
Yeah.
Am I
Long
back?
time.
Yes.
Azario's
you
back.
I'm back.
The
Sorry.
silent spell has
Silence.
ended.
The silence has worn off. Something he
Yeah, we
must
could
have
put on a
stepped on
show
had a
performance for you.
Mhm.
not a bad
And
idea.
in trade, we'd like to take this stuff, namely the shoes, and you'd
And the
let us
button.
and the buttons
And the shovel.
and the
The
shovel
hammer.
and the hammer.
And my
And the
homework.
horseshoe.
Do you have my homework?
I don't have your homework.
Maybe want everything in your cave, but we'll give you your homework. So what do you say, Smoke?
How about this? You give me the performance, and I'll decide if it's enough for you to take some of my things.
This is great.
Alright. I suppose that's fair.
Ix has been training for this her whole life. She can
All
jump
right.
on her little hind legs and spin around, and it's the cutest thing. He's gonna love it.
Okay. All right. So we'll all take turns and it'll be like a talent show. Each of us
Oh.
will show him what we're really good at. Who wants to go first?
Let's see, Bricks.
Six?
Okay.
Bix.
Right. Mr. Smoke,
Okay.
you will prepare yourself for the greatest show ever to have been seen in this world. Presenting the amazing Denna and Bix.
And we come like dancing out next to each other like this. And then have you seen those videos where like that guy has that huge dog and they dance together and like they like spin around like ballet and stuff like that? So that's the show that Denna is attempting to replicate.
I will say, give me a performance check, but because you're using Bix as well, you can do it with advantage.
Oh, okay, green die, don't let me down. Oh. Okay, it's looking good. 18 plus something. Plus 3, 21.
Nice.
Smoke is satisfied with this performance. You are very talented.
Thank you, sir.
Who else is going to perform?
I guess I'll have to step up. All right, I'll come in from around the side.
Presenting the greatest
My.
song spinner of all time.
What? Am I going? Are you going? What's happening?
Oh, you.
Oh, I'm going. Okay, sorry. All right. My dear dragon smoke, this song is no joke. I hope I don't choke. You're quite a mean bloke. Can we please have our things today before I go to Professor and say, I figured out a special way to get all our stuff back.
Oh,
That was awesome.
very talented. Very well.
Oh.
A strange ethereal echo of clapping just echoes through the cave.
Think I need to see one more.
Yeah.
Rick, would you like to go, or would you like me to? What?
Do it as a team.
Show him.
Do you want to do some magic stuff and some of that illusion magic?
Yeah. Oh, I got it. Okay. And now for the greatest juggling act of all time. It's Brit and Damakin. And we like stand like 5-6 feet apart. Yeah.
Okay.
And I will produce. I'll start juggling, and I'll produce with the minor illusion, flaming oranges, and I'll start juggling the flaming oranges and juggling them over Brit.
Yeah.
And we juggle the flaming oranges back and forth between us.
Okay.
You're
Give
doing
me-
some little spins, some little like under the knee. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say you can either do a performance with the charisma, or if you have another for your spell ability, you can utilize that.
Now my spell ability is no, it's intelligence. No, I'll do performance.
Okay.
Yeah, mine are the same, so it doesn't matter. 13.
Yeah, Arcana's the same too, and mine is an 18.
Okay, between the both of you, you watch as the illusion looks seamless between the oranges moving back and forth, extras just kind of bouncing around, like as if you have multiple hands that are just not there. But this seems to be just catching the eye.
Smoke is very, very satisfied with this. You may. And all of a sudden you hear, you may. Yeah, take that. Sorry, you may take an item, yes.
Who is that?
There's no one. Do not mind that noise.
I want to look around.
You
That
need
was
to take
very
only
suspicious.
item.
Hold on. Everybody's talking at once and it's cutting out.
Sorry.
Britt, you start. What did you say?
So that was very suspicious. I want to go closer to this dragon.
Okay. Don't come any closer. Go to Denna.
Can I distract him while Britt and the others are looking around by saying, Mr. Smoke, have you heard of the Wages and Fair Labor Standards Act? I think we need to have a discussion.
While that's happening, Danikin. We'll bounce to
So
all
we,
four of
we
you.
can only have one item apiece.
One item apiece.
I'll start looking around through all the items.
Okay. Azario?
I'm gonna do the same. Just gonna look through, see what's around here.
Okay. While that's happening, Denna, you kind of start to watch as you get closer. You're keeping an eye on the dragon, but for some reason, the dragon's not looking at you. It's just looking straight ahead.
I'll try to kind of like walk left and walk right and see if its eyes like follow me.
Doesn't move.
Guys. Okay.
It's like some kind of weird puppet or something. It's not.
I'm
really a
gonna
dragon.
try to get close enough that I can touch it gently and see if it feels real and scaly or if something's off.
As you get close to it, no, don't come any closer. And as you touch it, it's as if it's like paper.
What is?
Bix! Attack!
Blow through the snout of this dragon. Standing in there with this giant megaphone is a small-looking lizard-like creature yelling out of it.
Oh.
What is that?
Are you the master?
Maybe.
Oh, you're not very big at all.
You're a kobold, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, that was a very persuasive performance, I have to say.
I was scared. I thought you were a real dragon for a while.
Did you?
Very convincing.
Oh, a little bit, yeah. Why are you stealing all the shoes and buttons and whatnot?
Well, because I really like small things.
Well, check this out, and I pull out the bag of ball bearings. There's 1,000 of these in this bag. Look at that.
Oh.
And I have another one.
2,000. Now, we could give you 2,000 of these small shiny objects for all of the dirty bigger stuff that you have. Would you be open to a trade for that? 2,000 is a lot more than 30 or 40 items, whatever you've got out there.
Real quick, Trevor, it looks like something's picking up on your end.
Is it?
Like
Yeah.
skipping.
I think so, yeah. Does that fix it? No?
Mm-mm.
I'm hearing
No.
like a crackling.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is that
coming.
me?
I'm
Yeah.
looking at the the volume levels.
Yeah, I was running out of power, so I had to plug it in. I think it might be.
Okay, I'm gonna just if you can just
Yeah.
mute it when you're not talking, and that'll help that.
Oh, there it goes.
All right.
So we would you be open to a trade, but also you have to stop stealing people's shoes and other possessions.
And
I mean,
you
there's a
have
whole
to
bunch
stop
of
coercing others, goblins, into doing this work for you.
Yeah, it's not very nice, and there's lots of people limping around with one shoe.
I'm small, and when I made this, I was bigger. And then when I was bigger and things came in here, I kind of convinced people that I was a dragon, and then they started bringing me things as presents, and and I started asking for things, and more stuff kept showing up. So I said, well, this is working.
Maybe
Wait,
you could take this show on the road and you could give
can it say
puppet
that?
theater performances.
Then
And then
people will be
people
happy.
could give you money for that.
Yeah,
People would do that?
Yes.
of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You're very good
I-
at what you do.
well, thank you.
The acting part, not the employment part.
I don't really know what the employment part is. I just
Really.
Well, that's clear. Oh, Trevor.
Trevor will be back. He got hit with a darkness spell.
Yeah. So, what do you say? Will you want to take this, open up a theater? All the people in the town would love to come and see it, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fun.
And
Can
you
I
could
bring
make
my
more puppets?
Can I bring my brothers?
How many brothers you got?
Hey guys, they want us to open up a theater. And you see about 36 kobolds kind of releasing from pieces of the dragon as they all just kind of come out in different colored like sashes.
I
Yes,
could just
you
see
have to bring all of them. Yes.
I could just see going back to town. Yeah, here we solved the mission and we brought a horde of kobolds to play.
And they're going to put on a show.
Ta-da!
You've got a whole troupe of actors. You've got a whole acting troupe. You could totally do this.
And you now that you're inside this, you can see everything is held up by very simplistic items like tree branches and little pieces of like weapons and tools that they've stolen has all been to piece this thing together so that it can hold together. They even have like the mechanical like wing that's kind of bent inward, so if he has to push out, it can push out and open wings and come back and then close back up.
You are very resourceful. You should be very proud of yourselves.
We'll say that's one of our good points, yes. But you think people will actually pay us for this?
Yeah, you know what? I bet maybe Azario could make a poster and we could talk about it in the town square, or he could even sing about it in the town square to invite people to come.
That would be amazing.
And then when people come, they can collect their items too and bring them home.
Yeah, you have to give the items back, but people would want to give you either money or different items if you entertained them. We could help you get set up, and that way you wouldn't have to sneak around and live in a nasty cave anymore and trick people. You could make people laugh and smile, and they would want to give you things.
I guess we can do that. Guys, you think that's okay?
Everybody kind of gives a nod.
Do we want to really live in this cave anymore?
Oh, no.
Well, how about this? All of you guys grab one item and we'll take it back to the town.
Yay.
And as the heroes and 30 kobolds come walking out of the cave, the professor is just kind of standing there with his arms crossed.
Professor, we're Silverleaf. Professor, we're opening a theater.
You're opening a theater.
Yeah, we're opening a theater. We found all the items. We're opening a theater also.
The Heroes
Oh, that's
Theater.
fantastic. What did you discover was the reason for all the missing items?
Well, these fine chaps right here, but they're really very good at what they do. They're just a little misguided.
Professor, I have a question. Did you know that the dragon wasn't real because sending 4 young children to battle a dragon is really breaking some child safety laws?
Yeah.
Kind of gives you the shrug.
It's okay. We can handle it. We got this, guys.
I don't know. I think HR is going to need to hear about this.
As you all start to walk away, you notice the professor pull out a large piece of chocolate and hand little breaks of it to each one of the kobolds as they walk by.
They were hired.
Rude.
Oh my god. This was all a test.
It was all a test.
Well,
I'm
did we at
certainly
least
glad
pass?
you
I think we did great.
You all did wonderful,
Hmm.
and you didn't hurt anyone too badly. You solved a puzzle without barely injuring anything. The goblins will be given a just reward for their help, and of course, the kobolds can now return to theater, which they're very, very resourceful at. I hope you all learned a wonderful lesson about this.
what about the troll? Because we kind of messed him up a little bit.
And we
Was
left
he-
him tied up in the hallway.
Yeah, you might want to check on him.
You look back and you can see that the troll was actually an animated piece of clay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, then.
But do the goblins have other jobs? Because I think that they need new employment.
We were thinking we could hook them up with Glenn.
Well, I'm sure Glenn would probably not. He's kind of grumpy.
Well, you could interview each one to assess their skills and then find them positions in the appropriate area.
I'm just a professor and I'm not doing any more such of that work. But I will have Glenn have a conversation with these goblins and hopefully they can find some sort of employment.
So, Professor, did we pass our mission? Did we do all right?
And he pulls off a little chart and it's got check marks at all the different points that you've crossed.
Yes. I knew we could do it.
I think for your first mission as a third years, you did absolutely fantastic. Now just remember though, not all of these will be as easy and as safe. As you become heroes, you will have to do things that are dangerous and courageous, but you have all shown much in this first mission. And he opens up a book. He places the book on the ground, and a bluish white portal opens from the book. You've all passed with flying colors.
Huzzah.
Oh no, we've got to go through a portal again. You're going to vomit again.
Yeah.
And one
I
by
think I'm
one,
gonna go slower this time.
you slowly go through the portal and you return to Missions 101 at the Heroes Academy. For some reason, this time, the portal did not affect you the same way. And each one of you has a small bag, like tied up bag at your desks, placed as third years. It says, for your help, Farian has provided you with a little bit of extra thanks. And that is where our journey will end tonight in the Heroes of Aetheria.
Yay!
Nice.
That's so good.
That was so much fun.
How many levels do we get?
At least one.
Guess you'll have to find out when you come back.
Nice.
Oh, excellent. I can't wait.
I know. I'm like, what's in this bag? Is it candy? I need to check this out.
So we'll have to find out next
It's
time.
shoes.
That's
Shoes.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
That was awesome. Where did we end up with?
We ended up total with $41 in raised for the Critical Role Foundation. Now, for those that will miss the opportunity to watch this live, we are going to keep the Critical Role Foundation open for the next week. So if you do watch this on VOD and it catches your heart to donate, please still do. We did this as an opportunity to give back to children, as not only our love for tabletop, but also for the little ones in the next generation that's come. They need to have these opportunities as well to be creatives and maybe not lose that child side when they become adults. as some people have. This has been an absolute joy to run. I'm so glad everybody had a good time. I'm hoping the audience had a blast. Once again, thank you to all of you for just giving this opportunity. And I hope to do one again very soon because this was so much fun. Real quick, we're going to go around the circle. Just tell us who you are, where they can find you, and anything you'd like to say before we wrap up for the evening. Day. Goodness, I almost made it.
I knew you couldn't do
I didn't
it.
even pick up
I
on that.
can't do it. Yeah. We'll start with the kids' table.
All right. Well, you can find me at the Kids Table D&D on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and wherever you get your podcasts. We also have a podcast where we talk about the many ways that TTRPGs actually benefit kids beyond just having fun and answer some of your questions. So check it out.
Awesome. As we get back, there he is. Don't want to lose him. We got to be at the end. Uh-oh, we can't hear him.
Muted.
Yeah, it's been giving me problems. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we're going to go
Okay.
to you then, and then we'll go to the other two to make sure you don't get cut out again.
All right.
So
well, you don't. I'm just Death Rolls Dice on Instagram. I don't really. Just developing a game in the future that it's like a TTRPG board game, and just been meeting awesome people like Nicole and you folks through that little journey. So this
and
has
for
been
those
really
that
fun.
are watching, I want to make sure that we do give a thank you to our Death Roll Dice, all of the tokens, all of the promotionals, all those characters, all those tokens are designed by him. And this wouldn't look as amazing as it does without him. So,
and hopefully in the future, I can bring a lot more. I would love to, because I barely scratched the surface on the stuff we could make for this, so it would be fun. Thank you for having me.
Don't
I
tempt
really
me for a
enjoyed
good time.
this. Quite an experience.
Thank you.
So, all right, I'll mute myself just so we're not crackling. But
sounds good. Brian.
Once again, I'm Brian with RPG and Company. You can find me at RPG and Co on Instagram. That's the best place to find me. Also on YouTube, and check out the website at playrpgandco.com. But I just, shoot me a DM. Like I said, I love talking about game stuff. Thank you guys for including me. I've met a lot of really awesome people like online, and it's just incredible like how this community can come together. Even though I've met very few of you in person, I feel like I've got this whole new group of friends since I started doing this years ago. So thank you all for watching, and I hope we can do this again, because this was a lot of fun.
Nicole.
Yeah, thanks guys so much for watching, and hopefully you got a little taste of the world of Aetheria. I am Game Master Mom on all socials. Also, my website is gamemastermom.com, so I'm pretty easy to find, and I'm most active on Instagram. So at Game Master Mom on Instagram is a good way to actually get in touch with me if you have ideas or questions. Right now, I'm really pushing hard on my first children's book that I just published, Tales of Aetheria, An Unexpected Quest, which does feature Britt. She's one of the main characters in that book. And if you want to know more about that, you can check out the Kickstarter. The campaign goes through the end of May 31st. After that, it's going to be a few months while my Kickstarter folks get all their goodies first, and then it will be available eventually. If you're watching this like way in the future, later on in the fall, the book and all the other books in the series, and eventually the game that's coming up later this year, are going to be available on gamemastermom.com as well. So thank you guys so much, and hope we can do this again. I'm ready to come back to Aetheria anytime.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Once again, I just want to thank each of you for coming on to do this. I know this is such a fun opportunity for collaborators to get together, and what a cool way to do it than to raise some extra money for a foundation. Like I said, we're going to keep that open for about another week. So if it is in your heart, please donate. I am Tabletop Misfits. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, all the socials as Tabletop Misfits. We run shows bi-weekly, and we also have other projects that are in the books. Starting up, we are doing things besides D&D. So we're doing D&D, the One Ring, Power Rangers. We do interviews, and we do model building. So we do a little bit of everything because it's just a bunch of us geeks wanting to show off our passions. Hopefully, everyone will be able to join. I had a munchkin run by.
It's a goblin.
It's a goblin.
He's stealing my shit.
He probably is, truthfully. That's where I got the idea. There he goes again. But yeah, no, this has been an honor. As I said, Munchkin Run By. As a father of 4 boys, one of the most amazing opportunities I've had is to sit down and tell a story with the kids. And this has been a lot of fun, and it revised my thought process. And we're echoing. Real bad. All right. I'm still echoing. I don't know what's going on. Okay, sorry. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Who knows? But no, thank you once again. This has been an amazing opportunity, and I hope everyone did have a lot of fun, and that we can return soon to the heroes of Aetheria. And please stick around as we find new friends to raid. I'm going to see, though, if we have any... Oh, we have another charity event going on. So
And thank you for running this and putting this together, James.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Great job, James.
Over to another
Super
charity.
fun.
So Toxie Dragon has a Stack Up Charity D&D game going on right now. So we're going to bounce over there and give them a 16 people, and hope everybody had a wonderful evening.
Awesome.
Hi guys, I'm Nicole Griffith, also known as Game Master Mom.